Live. Okay, we are live now, and it's gonna take a second for it to pop up my screen. So if you hear anything, then I'm just gonna take a second for the pause of my echo. Anyways, so we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of Talking Everything. I'm your host 224 Vic, and again I am joined by the return for this stream from the Council of Birds. Was Noxon, Condor Commentary, Pigeon Patrick, and newly Bird Council member Siegel Says, the other guy from the UK.
I'm glad that's my distinction. He's also from the UK.
Yeah,
That was also British.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes you different from other members of the council besides from Owl.
Yeah, he's just from the southern part. On the southern part.
Yeah.
Which one's trailer park trash?
Take your pick.
Wait.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What did you start, Patrick?
Oh no.
Anyway,
What are we here for?
anyways, today's stream we're gonna talk about the follow-up to the David Dobrik controversy, and unfortunately, our boy David became a victim of cancel culture. Right after our last stream. Are all of you caught up? Are you guys caught up on that?
Except for the latest Keemstar stuff, I
don't know about Keemstar.
I'm pretty much caught up with it.
My
I can just put like
research goes into Bo Black's and watch both of his videos. But yeah, I also heard about his dropping from what was it, Dispo, which is
dropping his Dispo, which is the app that he helped create. And basically, all his sponsors basically have dropped him.
Yeah, don't forget his female soccer team that he was also an owner of.
Oh yeah, well, he was co-owner of was that he bought for Natalie for her birthday.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Basically, he lost every sponsor he has. He's basically
and
got
every
else.
kind of big partnership he had too.
And now, and YouTube like demonetized most of his videos. And then now Gabby Hanna's gonna come out saying something about the Vlog Squad.
Man.
Which is, I don't know. That's another can of worms right there, bud. To top it off.
Damn.
I mean, it was a bad investment to have a female soccer team, anyways.
I mean, well, Dobrik's basically
He's not
a millionaire,
wrong.
so he could afford to do it. But I was like, oh my god, it kind of sucks that it's happened to him now.
It does really suck, like everything that's happening to him. Because I'll be honest, he's not really at fault yet, and that's just something new.
Someone's mic is pecking.
It's not mine, is it?
It's not mine.
Yeah, I think it might have been Pigeons, but it's just wait, I'm curious. Did y'all see the Jeff Wittick parts for the controversy?
I saw some of it.
My god!
I didn't want to look at the Ethan and whatever type of podcast that they have.
The Frenemies podcast.
Yeah, their echo chamber.
Sorry, a woodpecker came in my nest. Sorry.
Yeah, but y'all saw his video, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. What did y'all think of when he responded to the controversy?
I have no idea. He was just trying to cover his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%,
and the worst,
yeah,
and the worst part is apparently this was a bad idea for him to do, because when it came to Frenemies podcast, he decided to call in trying to defend himself.
I don't understand why
he
thought that was gonna work.
Yeah, it was bad when because when I watched Philip DeFranco cover that part, he was like, this was a terrible idea, Jeff. Why would you do this? He basically self-incriminated himself talking to Ethan and Trish in that podcast, and he just made it more worse for him. It made him looking more bad on his part. I'm just like, yeah. So
I 100% agree with that. Like, if you go onto a podcast and you have a lie that is so flimsy that you get blown out by Ethan fucking Klein, you made a mistake.
Yeah, you fucked up because now you just basically you self-incriminate yourself on a podcast, and it's not a great look for you. That's unfortunate.
Like a manager or something, someone to tell him don't do this or
an attorney, just don't go on the show. Dang, I wish there were more people like Nick Recator out there that would basically tell people not to do this.
Dude, how much you want to bet he had one? He's like, "Oh, dude, what are you doing?" I said, "No."
I'm not
I'm
sure.
just surprised that
David-
these people have like been able to live for so long with this much stupidity, and I don't understand how like all this fame just dropped into their arms. Like, I swear, it's just magical sometimes.
I think this is why some people should not be privileged. This is what being privileged makes you get fucked up like this.
Well,
Economically
more money equals
privileged.
more stupid.
Yeah.
More money equals more stupidity.
Yeah.
Look at
and this-
look at
I think it
like
depends on who it is. Some people actually can be rich and have money and be smart, but then there are some who are just stupid rich and just
I
act.
just-
Yo,
I
no
think
one,
the same.
no
They're
one's
looking
cool as
fine.
Elon Musk. Okay.
I was gonna say
Well,
Elon tanked his
Musk
own
or Jeff
stock to prove a
Bezos, but
point.
yeah,
Elon Musk
is
based.
probably the coolest, richest guy out there. He's
I
got
am
his own problems, but I still like him.
I'm still waiting
What
for
about Pablo
the cat
Escobar?
girl thing from him.
Oh, fuck it. Oh wait,
Pablo Escobar was based. Don't at me.
Oh no! You're thinking of some. For a second, I thought you were talking about Pablo Hidalgo. My bad. I was mistaken for the guy Luke.
Oh.
Unless you know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about. He
Yeah.
called Star Wars Theory pathetic because he cried at Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
quite
was
funny.
Oh, fuck those guys who work at Lucasfilms. They're full of shit.
I blame Disney slightly, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I blame Kathleen Kennedy mainly.
100%.
Agreed.
Yeah. Listen, I wish we could all just. The clock is ticking for her. I hope the contract doesn't get renewed. Otherwise, we'd be stuck with her for I don't know how much longer. And I'll be
think she
just
got
going,
fired.
no, she's not fired. Her contract's up this year, but she has not left it. Otherwise, everyone like all the big Star Wars fans on YouTube that are like anti Lucasfilms would have talked about it by now.
Yeah, at least we got this the Star Wars animated show, which probably got canceled, right?
Well, you're talking about the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they finally finished up season 7, and just basically made it out for the conclusion of this animated series. It was like
Took them long
finally.
enough. Jesus Christ.
Fucking
Hey, it was
right.
Yeah, it was good though.
It was good. I just
I
wish
hope-
they actually went in depth with some other plots instead of the Martinez sisters. That was wasteful. You could have had a few more episodes on something else instead of that storyline.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've never seen the original Star Wars.
Yeah, that's okay. You just need to watch it and you'll be good. Just watch it at
Yeah,
any point in time.
I remember
Never-
watching it as a kid, but I can't remember too much about it. It's been a long while though.
Never
that's-
watched the prequels, the main one, or I watched the sequels. They're garbage though.
I made
Yeah.
a mistake seeing the sequels.
Yeah.
Oh, pain.
I thought The Force Awakens was good, but then after seeing, I watched The Last Jedi first and thought it was good, but then after over time I was like, man, this was shit. Even the funny thing, even when I watched it in theaters for the first time, I still did not like Vice Admiral Holdo at all. I'm just like, what the fuck is this character doing?
Why didn't
the
she
point?
tell Poe the
Mhm.
plan?
Why
What
was
did
it
she
so hard? I
Like,
mean,
I
here's
just-
the
I
thing.
think
Here's one of the
any
worst
sort of
defenses I've
Disney
ever
movie-
seen from Holdo's
Yeah.
character, honestly.
And the weird thing is they keep trying to say, oh, Poe might be also a Jedi, but he's just a dude that knows how to turn on the lightsaber. I'm like, wow, that actually would have been cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
I like Poe
They-
almost than most other sequel characters. So
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest. Finn
they
should have been the main
did John
character.
Boyega dirty.
Yeah, and this weird OTP with Kylo and Rey though. It
Donnie Yen
weird.
was probably the best character out of all the Disney, probably all the Disney characters that they decide to add.
and that's kind of sad to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but let's actually get back on topic because we're
Yeah.
kind of sidetracking for a second. So I'm kind of curious. Did any of you see Dobrik's second apology video?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I
I,
did,
haven't
yeah.
seen it yet because I wanted to save it for the purpose of this stream.
Ah.
But if you want to pause at any point in time while I'm sharing this, you can share your input. But I just want to play for it too, just for this stream. So
I'm gonna say this:
Excuse
you're gonna you can feel this, bro. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong.
I can imagine. So
Yeah, we
here
watched
go.
this live. I think it was me, Owl, and Knox.
Pretty
Was it
good.
on the Discord server?
I streamed it. Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, you need to. You need to send me the link later to your chat.
Okay, we'll do.
All right.
Right,
Hi
here you go.
guys. It's 1:45 in the morning, and I'm finally by myself, which I know doesn't sound that crazy to be by yourself at 1:45 in the morning, but
Yeah,
this week's been pretty hectic.
I can
And there have been a
imagine.
lot of people,
Mhm.
a lot of people around telling me what to do, giving me advice, trying to help me, most importantly. And that was a lot. And I just want to be able to do this and just shoot straight into the camera and just talk to you guys. I've put myself in a lot of situations where I've needed to apologize for my past actions, and I've never done this correctly, and I've never done this respectfully. And my last video is a testament to that. I don't want to defend that video. I don't want to delete that video. I just want to be clear. What this video isn't going to be is it's not going to be me discrediting Trisha, Kat, or any other woman involved.
I do, but even though I will say I do think Trisha just is not credible at all either. But continue.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, we've
I
been
was,
saying that.
yeah.
I rather believe in Keem. Not gonna lie, or Tommy.
Yeah, I'd rather believe Keem more than her. That's saying something.
Yeah, that's a big take for me.
Yeah, the one thing that did make me chuckle was when Keemstar was like, "Oh yeah, you can't trust Trisha," and well, he is correct. Do you not have a mirror in your house, Daniel?
Yeah, well, let's think about who's more discreditable.
One that looks like Ursula and one looks like Mustafar. Who would you choose?
Yeah, it's kind of hellish.
I would choose the one who was Mustafar.
Yeah, exactly. At least he would tell you he's gonna betray you.
Yeah, that's sad to think about.
I mean, Trisha has every mental illness in the book, apparently. I mean,
Yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, it changes depending on the situation and whatever is beneficial for her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember she said she was trans. I laughed really, really hard.
Anyways, let's
I'm going to
continue.
be using words that may trigger some survivors, and that's just so I don't explain anything vaguely, and I can explain every situation appropriately. I want to start this video off by saying I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was by him. As was reported the next day, I got consent to post the video. Even though I got the consent to post that video, I should have never posted it. And
See,
what I
that's
understand
silly.
now.
yeah, no, that's a good point. Like, he got consent, but he shouldn't have posted it. Like,
It's like if you have consent, that is something that stays. You cannot just retract consent on a whim. Like that's not how that works. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
legally he got her consent, but in the video it's kind of like morality. Like he shouldn't, like uploaded it though. In
Yeah.
my opinion.
How old was he when he dropped the video in 2018?
in 2018, I think he was about maybe 21 or 22. I think.
Okay, so-
I know he's a few years older than me. I know that much. But
So,
Yeah.
like, he's stupid. He was a stupid kid.
Yeah.
Like,
he's,
your brain
yeah,
doesn't
he's
fully
around that
develop
age.
till you're 25. So,
Yeah, so like I mean,
Yeah.
when you're around that my age, you may be from a grown adult, but you don't always make the right calls most of the time. However, I will say from what we talked about last stream too, if this was the case from what happened like 2.5 years ago, and remember we brought this up too, we probably would have known about this like back then if there was actually a police report filed. We don't know if there has been one or not. But it's just kind of like we said last time. The timing just seems very convenient for this to come out.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It could, of course, it could always be coincidence. We can't 100% prove it, but it does seem very suspect that this is the day after he gets dropped by pretty much every sponsor under the sun. It's like that's all of his financial backing gone, pretty much. Well, from outside at least. Don't know how his
Yeah.
finances are inside.
Yeah, and that's how he unfortunately got canceled. Anyways, let's continue on.
mhm.
And I didn't understand before is that she sent that text because she felt like she had to, not because she wanted to. And that's fucked up. And I'm sorry. When she later reached out a couple months later to take the video down, I immediately took it down. And I want to apologize to her and her friends for ever putting them in an environment that I enabled that made them feel like they're safety, and values were compromised. I'm so sorry. I was completely disconnected from the fact that when people were invited to film videos with us, especially videos that relied on shock for views or whatever it was, that I was creating an unfair power dynamic. I did not know this before. It was completely wrong, and I wish I was more responsible, and I wish I was more aware at the time, and I'm so sorry I missed that.
I don't think that you can't be aware that you're David Dobrik. I think if I was David Dobrik, I would 100% realize, like, yeah, I've got a pretty big influence.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. Even if it was like, you know, because even though he's like, you know, a big YouTuber, he doesn't. He would. I wouldn't say he has too much of a big power dynamic though. He's not like, you know, on the levels like other celebrities to make to like, you know, have that much, you know, things to be covered up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
still
went
kind
to
of-
bat. I went to bat for Carson when people started saying that, you know, oh, the power dynamic, and they started making that stupid argument with zero proof. Until we can see like 100% proof that David Dobrik 100% used his power, and he was like, yeah, don't worry, I'll make you famous. So, you know, I'll blow you up. I'll get you clout. I can't 100% say that the power dynamic is really an issue. You know?
Yeah. Wait, you're talking about Call Me Carson, right?
Yeah.
How big is he exactly?
He's
like
3
him.
million. I believe he's lost a bunch of subs, unfortunately, since he disappeared. But I'm pretty sure he's still over 3 million on his main. And I think he's got about 1.5 on his secondary.
That's a good chunk, but even then, it's not like, you know, too big compared to other, you know, golden boy YouTubers that YouTube likes to throw out there. I mean,
they always think like a 20-year-old or a 20-year-old YouTuber is gonna be a fucking like 30-year-old YouTuber. You know what I mean?
yeah. And remember, not everyone who has like around 1 million has a big power dynamic. I mean, some do, some don't. I mean, look at the quartering. I mean, you think he has that much of a big power dynamic? Sure, he has a bit of an influence, but he doesn't have a big power dynamic compared to others on the platform.
Oh yeah.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, Courtney has a good chunk, has a good backing, but he would condone anything bad.
Yeah, he can't even harm a fly anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I don't agree with everything Courtney says, but at least I will say though he's more decent than others out there.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I think when H3 was talking shit about him for about more than an hour on one of his streams, I mean, Courtney was being the bigger man when that happened. I mean, it's like, you know, but I just still, that's why I was like, I grow more just like for H3 over the years, just because how hypocritical he's just mainly become, and he fails to realize that.
Oh, you mean H3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he lost
H3.
pretty much his base audience pretty much closely after he just started doing podcasting. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people started saying that this content was, you know, it was, well, the podcast was easier to make, and that's like the theory that he just went with the podcast because it was easier to make.
And another theory is just because his old style of videos will probably get not copyright.
Oh,
like get age restricted or some shit.
Yeah.
So that's why he did the podcast, just to avoid it.
Yeah, but you know, that's the one thing I will say. The worst part I say when Jeff did a call in onto his podcast is like, now you're making Ethan look good again. That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, Ethan, he can just slime his way out of this too, because he's gonna say, "Oh well, Jeff lied." Can't believe this.
I know, and but at least he had a better counter argument to Jeff, and that was sad.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's continue.
I didn't know what was going on in that room, and I should have been. I should have been there, and I should have been making sure that everybody involved was taken care of and wasn't uncomfortable. I don't want to use buzzwords to try to justify this or explain this, but all I can say is people felt like they had to be silent for the sake of my video, and that's not right, and it's fucked up, and I'm sorry. I also want to acknowledge the women that spoke out against Dom in 2018. I'm talking about Allie, and then I'm talking about other girls that addressed their problems privately or publicly. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you guys. I am sorry that I took Dom's word for what happened in those certain situations, and I didn't believe you. And not only did I not believe you, but I made a joke of what kind of a person Dom was, because I couldn't wrap my head around a childhood friend of mine doing this to people and actually hurting people, and I'm sorry for that. Not only
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's always very hard for when your buddies like comes out as that, and it's like it's understandable. It's like you have a hard time believing it at first, but over time, you will come to realize it. And I'm pretty sure there's some people that have had to do that too.
I would tell you one story, but nah, it's like he did a lot of crazy shit.
Is it like too personal for you to share?
It's mostly him, and he does illegal stuff. I don't want to say it. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
I can say
I'm just like,
though.
I mean, I can understand where David's coming from in this part, and it's just like,
Yeah, no, it seems completely understandable that someone that you would think the best of someone that you've spent your childhood with, as David says.
Yeah, it's really hard to believe like that, like, you know what I mean?
Like, to have your entire notion of God, this person that I've known for God knows how long is actually a terrible person. It is one of those things where it's you're gonna need some real hard proof to prove that to someone, especially when they believe that they are, a friend from childhood.
yeah.
Also, if you're looking into his eyes right now, you can see there's red pigmentation of it. He's been tearing up this entire
you can tell he's
video.
a lot more genuine than the first time around, and you can tell it's compared to others people who respond to this whole drama, this is more legit than anyone else is responding.
Yeah, and you're gonna see more a lot of cuts, but that's him literally cutting himself off when he's actually breaking out.
Yeah, and the worst part is remember anyone who's watched his vlogs. I mean, I have. Remember, Dirty Dom's gimmick over the years has been he's a raging sex animal. That was the thing with him. I mean, he would always try to get laid all the time, and sometimes he would. But behind the scene, well, in camera, we'd think sometimes it'd be serious, but we still think it'd be no harm done at the end of the day.
Yeah, you think it's a joke, like
yeah, I mean, there's no harm done. I mean, you think everyone's consenting, it'd be no problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Anyways, let's continue.
did I discredit you, Abby, but I platformed Dom. And not only did I platform Dom, but I platformed the subject of sex in a negative way where I made jokes about it and I reinforced that kind of behavior. And I'm so sorry. And I really let not only you down, but a lot of people down, a lot of people that watch me and my friends and family for that. I made the decision to no longer film with Dom in 2019. And I'm not saying my content has been brilliant since then, but that's when I first started taking into account the power dynamic and what influence I had on people that I was filming with. But what I didn't do is I didn't go back to any of these women and apologize. I kind of moved on and I learned from it and I grew from it, but I didn't address the situation with these women. I'm not talking publicly, I'm saying even privately. I didn't reach out to any of these people. And that breaks my heart knowing that I was doing all this stuff and I was making all this content while there was people that were still really hurt by what I made before my content.
Damn, you can see from my cutoff, you could see the tears coming out.
Yeah.
You could really see his tears. He's trying to hold back the tears and it's coming out, but he had to cut off, and then try to put himself back together.
I think the people saying that all the cuts making this disingenuous, I think I completely understand why there are so many cuts,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing he does.
I think they, when you watch his video, they only think about what he's trying to say, but not the whole entire picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, let me highlight Kenny's commentary. Remember when I said that he was covering up something bigger than what's that last apology? Yeah. I mean, remember, he didn't go too much into detail with that last apology. After all, it was only 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, that was brief, to put it lightly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's anyways, continuing.
Yes,
content shifted to be more responsible and positive. I said and did things that were really offensive, and I called them bad jokes, and I can't even call them bad jokes. And it was cowardly of me to say in my last apology that I missed the mark.
I mean, that's the issue. I mean,
but
I don't think
it's entirely subjective.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everything's subjective. But remember, apparently nowadays in this day and age, like most jokes are offensive to like it's like 80% of people, and it pisses me off.
Even
that's
compliments
the
can
case.
like trigger people, man.
Yeah, that's stupid. And the biggest example of that's Brie Larson, jokingly. Brie Larson, because I say that as I feel like she's one of the few people that started the whole notion is like, if I compliment everything and you flirt with me, that's a crime.
Trust me, when I was still in California, I even opened a door for this lady. She yelled at me, calling me sexist because she's an independent woman. She can open her door herself. I'm like, I'm just being nice, but okay.
Man, California, what's going on with y'all over there?
What isn't going on in California?
I don't live there no more. Last time, like the true time California was normal was around 2011 and 12.
I thought it was 2013 or between 2013 and 2015.
I left there before that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, but I wanted to ask this: was GTA 5 any accurate to how Los Angeles was?
Venice Beach. Well, GTA 5 made it look nicer.
Oh wow!
There wasn't so many needles in GTA 5.
There wasn't many needles and homeless people like trying to rob you and stuff, and eyeballing like these good-looking guys and gals out there. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
But there is a lot of medical places there. I do recommend.
Yeah. And not to mention, you all got some shit. California has some shitty laws.
I take offense to the gun law thing.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of other shitty laws besides from that too. I was even surprised about. Yeah, I was even surprised by some of the others I found. Oh yeah, so let me briefly tell you some things I learned from from an attorney over there called Mr. Peacock, who sometimes appeared on Nick Rekieta streams. He explained one case briefly that apparently I think a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old were dating. However, the parents didn't approve of it, so they had the boy arrested. I'm just like, what? That's stupid.
Hold up. That they're still technically in high school. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's same grade, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the same grade.
No, it's not the same grade.
It's a 2-year difference, but they're still minors. That's the thing.
If that person's 15, that's either freshman, senior, or freshman, junior, depending.
Wait, didn't California or Portland lower their age of consent? If I remember correctly.
I thought the age of consent is still 18 in California.
No, it's like 13 or something.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I don't
believe I remember that.
Wait,
I remember looking
also
into
for like
that.
minors.
I
Because I think it might be different.
That's sus, California. That's kind of sus, bro.
Wait,
it says age of consent is 18. Well, unless it's talking about like adult wise, but I'm not sure how it is minor wise.
Let me check Portland.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's still very stupid. Like how that can happen in California because parents don't.
Oh no,
like
it
that
wasn't
relationship.
the age of consent. That's I was wrong about. It was.
Oh yeah, Kat confirmed it is 18. She lives in California.
What is it like?
Yeah,
that's what I remember.
Yeah, where I live is 16.
Okay, same here. But the weirdest part is one of the last things I remember when Mr. Peacock was last time on an extreme, he basically explained how I'm not sure if they actually passed it or not, but he basically explained they were trying to pass a bill where they can basically racially discriminate for educational and employment purposes. They can discriminate freely. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Pause. In California?
Yeah, in California.
They tried to. Yeah, they tried to basically overturn anti-discrimination laws so they could positively discriminate towards minority communities. Is basically what the thinking was. But at the same time, it's like, oh, congratulations, guys, you are really going against Martin Luther King, aren't you?
And California was supposed to be the state that was supposed to be like, the improvement. Okay, like I live in the South, man. If we're going a little bit forward, come on, California. You're not supposed to go backwards now.
Yeah, that's sad to think about. And I live in a southern state too, but we feel more. We're basically mixed. Well, Maryland's basically mixed with all sorts of people. So
yeah, over here where I live right now, like there's a bunch of like Koreans, Vietnamese, and Chinese populations now.
Yeah,
and a lot of like Latinos from like South America that comes over here now. So it's a mix, bro.
yeah. But it's still sad to think about. Like, I think California is a nice place to go to, but just the more I learn about the laws, I'm just like, what the fuck? I would never want to live there ever now.
Hell no, you don't even live there, bro.
No, I probably visit, but I would never want to live there after that. I was like, damn, that's
If you
so
even
sad.
look at LA, you
I've been
get
hit-
tinnitus.
Yeah, I was like, man, I got hit with reality so bad.
I went back to California around 2000, like 18. Went there. I was like, oh, this is where I used to go, like freshman year of high school. Saw everything, like the whole entire neighborhood while I was walking around. It was darker, like dirtier and everything. I was like, what happened?
No wonder they want to recall Gavin Newsom. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue before we get more sidetracked.
Because it's fucking gross, and I'm sorry. A lot of people reached out to me saying cancel culture is bullshit, and you need to fight back. And
I mean, let's be real. It kind of is.
He's not wrong.
He's not. He's not. I mean, that's what some people are saying to him, but they're not wrong because some people cancel culture's been like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just basically really shit. That's basically just to sum it up. Because there are some people, it just ruins lives, especially
Cancel culture.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
In my eyes, cancel culture is genuinely one of the most despicable things to come out of the modern world.
We can all agree to that.
Yeah, and remember, I think I said this before. I don't know. I said it in the last stream, but like, it's literally cancel first and ask questions later. Like,
right? That's the thing. It's basically guilty until proven innocent. And remember,
can we just like push? Like, can we just like grab California and just push it somewhere else?
Don't worry.
Yeah. We just get like a big saw and saw it off.
Comically large hacksaw. Yeah.
No, don't worry, guys. In 50 years or 100 years later, California's gonna be sinking into the ocean, bro. Don't worry about it.
And
are you saying that because
value was lost?
No. The tectonic plates, bro. It's gonna like break apart like the west side, specifically California. That's why I was like, I'm glad I moved down here. The only thing I have is like hurricane.
What is this? What is this degeneracy that I see in the state? Go away now.
and there's still the thing. California's still ranked in the top 20 or 30.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about what I was saying.
Texas.
I was
Cool.
the thing that I was thinking about for California was the Senate Bill 145.
What is that?
It talks about or it's supposedly going to eliminate an inequality in sex offender registration.
What?
That does not sound good.
No, it don't.
What does that even mean? What is an inequality in sex offending? What?
It's pretty
What
much
does that even mean?
From what, of course, the California is going to say it's fake, but from what I've heard around the water cooler, it's pretty much just like if a 24-year-old has sex with a 13-year-old, there's a possibility that he doesn't have to be on the sex offender registry list or whatever.
Fucking
Oh,
what?
God, what the?
Oh my fuck.
Okay, honestly,
Oh, no.
the people in that state government
Because
really
it's all
need to be
about
replaced.
consent. So
They really need to be replaced.
yeah, I don't know.
You know what we do down people down here who's sex offenders against children? They go to jail and they're not gonna come back out. They're either gonna die or die slowly.
Well, that's been a known prison fact for like any sort of prison
No.
that the rich don't go to, of course.
I don't know, bro. California be acting whack, bro. That's kind of sus.
I don't know. New York did the same thing, I
internet.
think, with Epstein. Epstein was allowed to leave his jail cell and like go travel outside and shit. Like he would go like to dinner somewhere. So I don't know.
Weird.
Having money must be nice.
Right.
I know, right?
Anyways, let us continue.
You need to call people out, and I don't agree with how this should be taken at all. And I think when there is a crisis, there's a serious opportunity to correct yourself, to learn and improve, and to make sure those mistakes don't happen again. And that's why it is so important to hold yourself accountable. And I think with this situation, there's a lot I can look at and there's a lot I can learn from, but there's a lot of mistakes that I made. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for everybody I've let down. I'm sorry to my family. and I'm sorry to my friends that I've embarrassed, and that this won't happen again. I'm going to take a short break from all the social media stuff because I realize there's a serious lack of infrastructure when I make any kind of content. And I want to be able to have a place of checks and balances. I want to have HR, and I want to be able...
I will say, no, HR is not that great at all. Just saying. From my experience too, HR is full of shit.
If you have HR, all you're gonna have is more accusations levied your way.
Yeah, and
'Cause
HR
that's what HR
suck
exists
at
to
their,
do.
yeah, and HR suck at their job. Period.
100%.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
To have people communicate discomfort in a way that's comfortable to them, and where they don't feel like their emotions or what they're doing or how they're acting is compromised. It doesn't feel right to go back to posting like I have been, and it also doesn't feel right to go dark because I love what I do. But I think it is important to show that change is possible and that I'm learning. Maybe even forgiveness is possible. I want to use this opportunity to step up and own my mistakes. And like I said before, I've never done apology the right way. And I'm sure I'm going to look back at this and I'm going to be pissed at some things that I didn't say, or I wish I could have added more. But this is my beginning to that. And I'm sorry for everybody that I hurt. I also want to add that I'm making myself available to anyone that wants to reach out that I've hurt in the past. I want to be able to hear and understand from yourselves, and I'll be reaching out on my own to some people.
I don't think he's actually hurt that many people, though, honestly. Most people actually seem excited when they're on in his videos. So that's what I think. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he did apologize to Big Nick recently, so I think he's actually trying to go by his word that as he promised us.
Yeah. Let me highlight Kenny's comment real quick. HR protects the company interests. That's their goal. Very true. That's why I think HR is full of shit.
You guys want to hear some the Senate bill number 145? The first or the second paragraph. This bill would exempt from mandatory registration under the Act a person convicted of certain offenses involving minors if the person is not more than 10 years older than the minor, and if that offense is the only one requiring the person to register.
Oh no, that means fucking 19 and 9 is okay. No, California, what are you doing?
I don't know.
No, California, stop.
Literally the second paragraph for the bill itself. I don't understand
honestly,
this.
Hold up, honestly. If we got time, do y'all want to react to all states ranked from worst to best?
If I had to say, I would say maybe Maine is probably the best.
Wait, which one?
Maine.
Can't Texas be the best?
Texas is like in the top 20, I think.
Yeah, so they're very harsh on marijuana.
Let's double check. But I think it's because because Texas is more conservative, and that's why it's probably ranked a little lower than others. But...
About Georgia?
Georgia's pretty good actually. To be honest.
I would think Georgia's kind of crap.
Well, you're allowed to own firearms in Georgia. You're allowed to smoke weed in Georgia. Exactly. You're pretty much.
That's very surprising because Georgia's. I think Georgia's more conservative than liberal.
No, not anymore. They're blue now.
Right, because they got 2 senators that are Democrat now. Yay.
Yeah. A lot of my people's there too, so I was like, yeah, it's looking good, Georgia.
Yeah. Anyways, was there anything else you wanted to add to that, Condor?
Not at the moment, but I'm going to be going through this document. I'm just going to be sifting through and seeing if there's anything else that's going to be relating to this, and I hope other states don't take into account this type of action.
Yeah,
no. Hey, you know what?
I hope not.
Can I put 2 cents in this? It's also a joke. No wonder there's so many pedal allegations in the YouTube community because all of them are in fucking California.
That's
you think about it.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Oh man, think about it.
That makes too much sense. I don't like that.
Yeah. Anyways, we're actually just a minute down, so let's finish it off.
Because I still have a lot of learning to do, and I think when you talk to other people, especially about experiences like this, it really helps you see things in a different way. But yeah, I'm sorry if this video was all over the place. I just wanted to sit and talk and ramble and And I really, truly hope that someone can take something away from this experience, that another creator can take away from this. And I know it feels, because I know how crazy it felt to me that there was some sort of toxicity or some sort of power dynamic in my friend group. But really just take the moment, especially when creating content that you're trying to get viewership out of, or you're trying to get laughs out of, like really take a moment and look at where the jokes end and where the feelings begin, because I think that's so incredibly important.
Ooh,
Okay. I'll see you guys. Bye.
that's not a good statement. Where the jokes end and where the feelings begin, that's an incredibly subjective statement.
And the
That
worst part
varies
is,
from
and the
person to
worst,
person.
yeah, it can vary, but it's like majority nowadays, especially when it comes to the Twitter Puritans, it's gonna hit home for them. It's
Yup.
and like the sad part is too. And the sad part is like I said before, it's so sad that David became victimized to cancel culture, and I really don't think he deserves it at all. I don't. I mean, he fucked up, yes, but I don't think he deserves to lose most of his shit for it.
Yeah, my God, I mean, that fucking, what was it called? It was Dispo, wasn't it? That company literally just got valued at about $200 million, and they removed him from the board of directors.
And
Like,
he
that
helped
is
to create it too.
that is down bad to a whole new level. Like, that man lost nearly $250 million, basically.
Man, I just really hope he finds some way to have his attorneys involved, maybe eventually, in some way or another. I mean, I don't know if he'll take any legal precautions, but I don't know. But it's just like, but he's still a millionaire though. At the end of the day,
100%, yeah, but he's definitely down worse than he was.
Yeah, because now he's like lost all the sponsors and partnerships, and like he's not gonna make as much money as he used to now. It kind of sucks. I mean, but he's still got FU money though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to take a quick look at the comic section too to think about it. Okay, the truth. Thinking about the victims, how they're feeling about this right now, everyone, it must be so overwhelming. Okay. Dom has to apologize. No, bro, he need to go to jail. This isn't some scandal. This is a crime. I mean, what isn't those accusations nowadays? Do any of them actually even go to jail? I don't think most of them even do at this point.
I think the only person is Don. He deserves to.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one with the
Most likely
accusations,
won't, though.
but David is the one who's taking most of the fall just because he didn't. He's the face, and like he helped cause this situation, and I'm just like, God damn it!
Yeah.
It's just sad. And yeah, and the fact that the girl. Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
Oh, like we talked like last stream. Like if they went to the police first, he would be in jail.
Yeah, this would have been way better.
Yeah.
It's exactly my thoughts. It's like whenever you come out with an allegation on Twitter and you haven't told the police, all you do is give the person that you're accusing, if they're guilty, more time to run away. Like you're not doing anything to, actually have them face repercussions. You're setting a mob of anonymous people online after them. It gives them a lot more time to run, especially when they know they've been hacked.
And a lot more time to recover.
Right.
100%.
And here's another funny thing, right? When it comes to rape cases and when they first start up, here's one thing that police will do when it comes to rape cases. They do rape kits. Rape kits are done for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like if you just basically went to the police when this happened in the first place, I'm not sure if you did or not. We don't know, but if you did, they probably would have done a rape kit, and then you probably would have had some DNA in there, and then Dom would have been proven to be guilty.
Yeah,
precisely.
As long as the case is fresh, they got you. And the thing is, if they did it sooner, they would not have time to react. It would be a surprise. The gotcha moment. Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm just like, oh my god. This is one thing I learned about a lot from watching a lot of Law and Order SVU. And if they had done it when this happened, guarantee most of this would have not happened today. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. Like it, fucking what's his name, Dom. He would most likely be locked up if he was guilty of the things. Well, he would be locked up if he was guilty of the things that he's being accused of. You know.
Oh, that's a bro move for Kenny, dude.
Yeah,
a bro move.
that's kind of sad when you think about it, Kenny. That's so sad. It's so stupid when they tell you that. It's like, dude, if you don't want to say victim blaming, just do it already. God, it's not that hard to file a police report.
It genuinely, like, if you go to Twitter before you go to the police, especially if it's with a case as sensitive as, you know, sexual assault, I am going to be suspicious of you immediately because you need to go to the police. Like, that is a crime, and if you genuinely want justice, you go to the people that can give you justice. You don't go to Twitter. Because Twitter's not going to do anything except stir up a mob that will alert the person who is guilty.
These millennials think social media is the police and the CIA, any of their government like systems.
Yeah,
So, like that's what they think they are now. It's sad.
you know, no, it's even sad too because the worst part is it's effective because the court of public opinion can be very effective. Look how many lives it's ruined just because of fucking Twitter.
Oh, precisely.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Anyways, let me continue reading a few of these comments. The fact that the girl's traumatic experience was filmed in the most malignant action that occurred during all this, and for what? Content, money, it's sickening. I mean, but
he said he had their consent, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think Dobrik's lying about that. I don't think that he's got any reason to lie about that.
Remember, he's taken down videos before when they wanted to take it down.
And he did.
Yeah.
Someone re-uploaded it.
Yeah, no matter what, people are going to re-upload things. Something that's funny in that video. But
like, it's just it's a logical through line that if he has consent to, you know, upload the video, then he probably has consent for the actions in the video. You know.
Yeah. Dom needs jail. He's always made me uncomfortable. Yeah, because he was a raging sex machine. Yeah. Okay. Dom has been called a sex offender in many videos and has been called out in many of David's videos as a misogynistic person, although these things were a joke at the time, and this turned out to be true. I just wish the victim had a speedy recovery from this trauma. I hope the justice is served. I do, like we said before, I think justice would have been served sooner if they take
justice could have been served back in 2018, 2019 when this happened if the victim would have gone to the police.
Facts.
Yeah. And I never expected this day to happen. Neither did I. Poor David. Like I said, I'm a huge fan. It really, really sucks that he had to take most of the downfall from this.
Well, I felt the sadness, man. Like I felt it, dude. Like really hard. Like he means it.
Who was here after the free main channels have been demonetized? And that's the worst part. It's like, damn, even YouTube did that after, and it's like, after being demonetized, it's like, fuck. At least he didn't get the leafy treatment.
That's true.
At least he didn't delete his channels. Like, man, that was like a huge fuck you to YouTube, then. But imagine that if they took David off YouTube, he can literally promote any other big video platform. Like, you know, imagine if he went to
Odyssey, they went to Storyfire.
No, Storyfire kind of isn't really that way anymore. But others have been getting forward. Odyssey's actually, you know, basically been turned out to be an alternative to YouTube. And if he went there, it would probably blow up, and then, you know, YouTube would probably start having more competition now because of that. So just think about if that were to ever happen. But damn, imagine that. It'd be crazy. David went to go to Odyssey. That'd be nice. So YouTube has competition to say, fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go to this. This is not Dom made a mistake and should make an apology video thing. This is Dom committed a crime and needs to go to prison thing. I have no idea how David's career is going to recover from this. I don't know how if it should. I think it should. Honestly. My prayers are going out to the victim who is going to live with a trauma hurt in their life. That trauma's not. I don't think that trauma's going to be there her entire life. In my opinion, I mean, trauma will be there, but for most people, after like a long period of time, it will eventually, you know, go past her. I mean,
I can speak to that personally, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can vouch for that kind of experience too. So, and I've seen others do that too. So, not everyone has been able. Not everyone acts the same way, but some people at least recovered and move on faster than some others.
Yeah.
General suggestion to David could be to spend time with Alex. Yes, Alex Ernst, I think, is probably one of the more genuine friends. He was a true friend as he brought out the best in David without asking him for anything in return, which is also true. I think that's why Alex is probably one of the most popular ones out of David's friends. In my opinion. Because Alex, I think, was also the funniest when he appeared on the vlogs. So, I'll finish this. But man, I'm scrolling through the side here, and I'm surprised. I'm not too surprised, but it's looking at all these all these responses to David, to David's response, and this one's 30 minutes. Damn. And then from what I've seen from PB here, this man looks like he's probably I don't know Peter Moon, but it looks like he's got a lot to say, judging from his facial and hand expressions. But damn.
I would just say he's old and expressive. But it could be that too.
Yeah. But what do y'all? Oh, wait, let me see. Let me highlight Patrick's comments. Too many false allegations have been made of Twitter's believe all women. Yeah.
I remember there was a case. It was last year or 2 years ago. This college girl got one of this football player to get canceled, and turns out she lied. And also, they went back to her Twitter, and she was extremely racist to African Americans.
I remember hearing about that actually.
Yeah. You guys remember when the whole entire it happened in Massachusetts. It was a pretty big case. It was I think what was it? Boston College's lacrosse team. They were all falsely accused of
the whole team. Jesus.
Yep. And the woman had almost no repercussions, but all the boys lost their scholarships. They were expelled. And they also had to pay the debts that they owed because most of them were on scholarships.
That's fucked.
No
That's
apology,
terrible.
no nothing, dude.
I don't know if it was Boston College or not, but it was because they had a stripper come because I think it was after a big game or something.
I can't say because I think that was in North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, and we don't know, but you can double check too if you want. But
I thought it was in Massachusetts.
But damn, dude, it's just
Yeah.
and the worst part is, even if they are,
It was North Carolina. Thank you, Kenny, for correcting me.
Yeah, thanks.
It was the Duke lacrosse team. My bad.
Okay, Duke. Yeah, Duke is in North Carolina. So, but the worst part is if some who do get caught lying, right, and are proven to be lying in some sorts, they do get punished. They don't really get that punished compared to those who
got accused.
Oh
yeah, because in the current climate,
for her false accuse,
they
the
probably get
woman Crystal Magnum, the stripper, her sentence is from 13 to 18 years in prison.
Okay, that I think is just. But I'm talking about the ones who will probably get 1 to 3 years from lying about rape. I'm just that's not.
Oh,
fair.
the basketball player. Yeah, I remember seeing that. It's on my YouTube recommendations every day.
Wow. Wait, who? Basketball player?
Yeah, there was a most likely NBA bound prospect basketball player that pretty much had his whole entire life ruined by a girl's false accusation.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Wait, what did I? The woman who falsely accused members of the Duke University of crossing a sexual assault was found guilty of second-degree murder of her boyfriend. Wow!
Oh my god! I forgot about that part.
So she was a crazy
bitch. I know there was something more to that.
Okay, as I said, then that makes more sense why she got a much harsher sentence.
Jesus Christ!
America be like.
Right? America has very unfair because let me show you something because Kenny's reaction is never heard that one. Here's a funny thing. So the other day I actually I had to go to my lawyer's office to sign an affidavit for my payments because he helped me. It was a traffic case several months back. But you told me he was actually in a stressful position because he's out helping one of his other clients. Was a problem because he spent 8 months in jail over over a sexual assault allegation, as it relates to this. Because and the worst part is he has evidence and there's proof. Well, there's proof that this happened at different times from what the victim said. So he's basically saying it's all basically lie. However, the judge in that case is apparently being an asshole and saying, "It's like, you think you make me look stupid, right?" And it's just not taking that shit. I'm just like, why are most judges nowadays so fucking stupid?
Imagine sending someone to jail because your fucking ego is bruised. How are you even a judge? That's insane.
There's only a few judges alike, bro.
Or DA. Come on, Harris.
There's one judge I know since I was a kid, Judge Judy. That judge on YouTube, he's always chill with some of the issues.
Isn't he in like Cape Cod or something?
Yeah, probably so. And that judge from Phoenix, right? God bless that man.
Oh, yeah, the funny thing when I think about Judge Judy, she's probably still better judge than most judges out here today, and that's
100%. 100%.
And the worst part is she'd probably be a better justice on the Supreme Court. That's probably exaggeration.
Bro, I would love to see that. That'd be incredible.
I would watch that 20%.
Well, the funny thing is, if I was president, I totally want to appoint Judge Judy to the Supreme Court. No problem.
I'd have her as Speaker of the House.
You hear a theme just blast through the fucking intercoms.
No, but
play it to the speakers as she enters as like a fucking WWE wrestler.
Yeah, it's still sad to think about it. Like I said, she's probably still a better judge than most judges out there, even probably some in some Court of Appeals or Supreme Courts.
Yeah, it's true.
Definitely better than our Court of Appeals.
Yeah. Judge Mathis. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh, speaking of which, let's transition to that. Since Seagulls is here, I gotta ask you something real good. Why is the UK court system so shit?
Because it's just that. It is just awful. They are more worried about upsetting people who are actually guilty than proving the innocence of people who haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah. Because you know what I'm getting at, right? And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Is it got anything to do with a particular bearded Scottish man, quite ginger, terrible hairline?
No, actually, I was actually referring to the Johnny Depp case.
Oh, the Johnny Depp case. I haven't I haven't read through the newest update of it, but I have heard that Amber Heard tried to claim that the makeup was covering the fact that she had a crooked, busted, broken nose, which is quite a claim.
Is this the same woman that shat on his bed? And
yeah, she shit on his bed.
Yes,
and also cut off his finger.
That's true. Yeah.
Remember, and there was a boatload of evidence there, but the judge in the case was like, nah. I'm still gonna side with Amber.
There was actually a conflict of interest, and I don't know if they actually got the technicality on that, but Amber Heard is actually friends with the judge's daughter, I think.
How do you let this happen?
If I remember correctly, I think that was in the information. But fact check me if I'm wrong. That is just what I believe at the moment. I could be easily fact checked right now.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Stop skilling it.
Seagull, you got anything to say? Since you're the one from the UK.
Yeah, no, that's nothing new. I'm sure you remember Count Dankula, the story of Marcus Meehan, man who was threatened with jail time. Yeah, threatened with jail time, and they literally dragged his name through the mud for 2 years, only to fine him £800, which he refused to pay, and they haven't come for yet. So, what the fuck was the point of that? For one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and when I think about it, it makes me wake. Like, UK looks like a nice place to go to, but man, the laws are more weirder over here than it is in California.
Don't royal family secrets.
Genuinely, do not come over here because since the newest lockdown, I'm pretty sure that it's either in Europe or in the world. We're currently one of the most authoritarian countries by lockdown in either Europe or the world.
Oh no, I'm talking about like once. once Rona finally blows over, like several years down the line, I'll probably like come over because I actually do have friends down in the UK that I kind of want to see. So
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. The UK is not the picturesque place that our tourism board likes to make it out to be. It's really bad, actually.
After I expose whatever sort of information that's in the U.S. government, I'm probably going to move to Russia.
Say hi to no
Is your name
fuckers for me.
Edward by any chance?
Yeah, I'm going to hang out with Snowden for a bit. Be like, yo, you avoiding treason too?
We're just gonna say Condor and a lot of colas with no fuckers, bro. Talking about Russia
yeah.
and
We're
vlog.
going to be hanging out with Boris, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys probably remember Julian Assange and the case of what happened to him. They literally pulled him out of an embassy, which is sovereign soil that the UK government doesn't have any jurisdiction in, and they literally just like dragged him out of it. Like they literally breached sovereign soil to protect a man that was basically immune in there.
Well, yeah, they didn't investigate the Princess Diana case enough, so I don't expect their government to really be
the
doing
Prince
much.
Andrew case, but
Yeah.
we're not allowed to say that.
Oh, really? Are you serious?
Well, I mean, there have been people trying to talk about the Prince Andrew case, and they get yeeted pretty quick.
It kind of
from
reminds
most
me of like
platforms.
I don't know, like Turkey or
So UK is becoming
China.
Russia. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
the
crazy
UK
to think
is the UK is an authoritarian shithole. I mean, just I think it was last week. It was either last week or the week before that. Scotland passed a bill where anything that can be perceived as like inflaming hatred towards anyone is punishable by prison time and an unlimited fine. This accounts for everything as well. This accounts for in your home, in public. If you say a spicy joke and someone takes offense to it, gulag.
Are they trying to get like the IRA to come back?
Yeah, that's
It makes you question if the IRA was right. But let me not say
the
that.
IRA
No.
was right. Let's
were right
maybe
all
not.
along.
Maybe let's not justify
Yeah, Siegel.
terrorist
How about you
organization.
No,
keep
terrorism's
denying all
bad,
of
but
that,
just like-
and that way you don't get like pulled away into like a random black van?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm jokingly saying that. Don't worry, people. I was like, dang, I do not support any type of terrorism. Jeez.
Terrorism bad. I don't find
terrorism is
any.
always bad.
Well, time to cross the UK from visiting. Time to go to Australia and die by giant mutant insects.
Oh yeah, funny thing. Have you guys ever heard of that one show called Deadliest Warrior?
Yeah.
I
It's
have,
real
yeah.
Yeah, wait, have you seen the episode where the IRA versus the Taliban? I was like, that's funny.
Oh, that was like the most basic episode.
Holy shit.
I was like, yo, the IRA, hands down, will win.
Yeah.
I love GSG9 versus SWAT, and how like the SWAT team just easily takes out an anti-terrorism task force. It was so biased. And somehow a
they're
pirate
always
beats a knight in like
They're always-
actual metal armor.
they're always biased, bro. A freaking
Yeah.
was it a Roman or a Trojan warrior can beat a samurai? I'm sitting here like, bruh, this pussy just has a shield, bro.
Whoa.
That's the
What?
only way he beat a samurai. He has a shield. It's not fair.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it was a
Oh, the
ninja.
Viking versus samurai. Oh wait,
No,
that was
it-
Spartan versus ninjas.
Oh.
The samurai versus Viking is like that was the one, and
No,
samurai
it wasn't the
beat
Vikings. No, it wasn't. No, the samurai went against, and they actually lost that round. I think it was like
No, samurai beat the Viking actually.
Yeah, no. They went against another
No,
warrior.
you're thinking of ninja versus Spartan.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
stupid. Like,
Yeah.
Bro,
But actually, let me read Kenny's comment real quick before we go on. It's like my brother lived in London and now he's in Texas, and it was a culture shock. Siegel, can you vouch for anything about London?
Well, apart from it's absolutely terrible, I could maybe vouch for a few things.
Yeah, about the whole culture shock thing was that.
Yeah, there is a lot of diversity and mixed culture in London.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of it.
Yeah, and then he highlights saying, "Yeah, my brother asked me if I could have someone arrested for calling him the N-word." It's just like, damn, that bad over there in the UK. My God,
Dang.
and people take our free speech for granted over here.
Yeah, no,
No,
seriously,
no,
protect your
our-
free speech with your damn lives.
Our free speech is getting abused
The
nonstop
thing
these
is,
past
people are
years.
more grateful for free speech if they come over here from a country that has laws that prevent it.
Absolutely.
That's what like people need to understand, that first world problems is a real issue, and we need to like. I feel like we just need to give them the smack on the back of the head and be like, "Do you want to be like Cuba? Do you want to be like China? Do you want to be
Yeah.
like
Korea.
the UK?
North Korea.
Like,
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
What?
Oh,
And
like,
it's like,
it's horrible."
and people say free speech is dumb. No, it's not. You
Free
can literally-
speech, I genuinely believe that free speech is the founding principle of, modern society in the Western world. I think
Yeah,
without
for
freedom of
humans in
speech,
general.
we could never have gotten anything done, and we could not have advanced to where we are now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there's
Let me highlight
there's a-
Pigeon's comment real quick for Siegel. Siegel, does London have free speech?
Does London have free speech? Well, it depends. I mean,
go against the Queen or no?
yeah. I don't care about the Queen. She's German anyway.
The plot twist.
Treason.
James May? You sound like James May right now. 'Cause he hates the Queen.
Yeah, no, that part's stupid. in my
Yo,
opinion.
Vic, there's a YouTube channel I've been following. It's about like some North Korean soldiers that escaped from North Korea, and they've been leaving Korea now, and they've been showing clips about like how America is, and they're like they
Oh,
realize
I've seen that channel
Kim-
before. I love it.
It's so fucking wholesome, but they realize, Kim has been lying to them the entire time.
Oh yeah.
He
crazy thing
does
about-
need to shit.
It's like Americans are not freaking evil monsters.
No, only some are, not everybody.
Yeah, they forced like everyone to only use chopsticks because if you
What?
used a fork or a spoon, it's like shoveling in food like a pig.
Oh, fun
Wow.
fact: most North Koreans soldiers are dying of hunger, so they're malnourished. That's why they're
It's
small and
great.
short. Yeah.
I always
so-
wondered whether Nork Army was just
Yeah.
full of fucking manlets, fucking built like Moist Critical.
No, they're like no, because it's like all the rich North Koreans, like leaders or whatever, those families there, they've been getting like better food. The soldiers barely eating their rations, or just either just rice and like some ginger and a veg.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Barely
yeah,
eat.
that's communism. I mean, look at the average North Korean soldier
Yeah.
versus Kim Jong Un. Look
Right?
at him.
Exactly.
And I will say right now, communism is definitely different from socialism.
Yes, 100%.
100%.
I hate when people get the two mixed together. It's like they're totally different, and that's the sad thing about it. It's like it's literally, thank you, Stalin. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Stalin.
Yeah. You
Oh,
know,
so-
You best hope the
Stalin
crowd of
killed more of
context
his
isn't in here,
people
Vic.
than,
He's going to
like-
clip that for sure.
Didn't Stalin kill like more people from his own country than like the entire
Well,
amount
supposedly
of World War II?
Supposedly he has like one of the biggest kill counts, like the second biggest kill count in all of history.
Whatever
Wait,
you
who's
do,
the first, Genghis
don't
Khan?
ask about Mao.
I don't know. Is it Genghis Khan? The
I'm
man
not
was
sure,
true.
but I just
man
know
was
he was
a
number
fan
2,
of a
like the
tyrant.
biggest death count ever.
Freaking the Mongols, bro! They literally took over most of Asia and then go to Europe a little bit. Like, bruh.
Yeah, but some samurai
Freaking-
stopped them from Japan because I played Ghost of Tsushima, and that's entirely
Exactly.
accurate. JK, don't take that seriously, people.
Yeah,
Some
Lord
people will take
Sek-
that seriously.
Yo, Lord
Shout
Sek,
out to
literally murdered-
based Mongolia for like conquering pretty much all the way to Europe, and then fucking Mongolia is still just some snowy desert
Genghis Khan died
hybrid with nothing in it.
Oh, too much.
Didn't he literally? It isn't like his genes like found through like
Most of
almost-
Asia. Yeah.
No, like most like people in like the world or something. I forget.
Yeah, I can't
like-
remember the exact statistic, but I remember there was definitely Genghis Khan DNA in a lot of people.
Remember,
It's what I
guys,
remember.
We have 1% of a Chad in us somewhere. Chad
Yeah.
Mongolians inside of us.
But I want to ask this too before we get more caught off topic though. So, Siegel, overall, what are your thoughts on just the UK court system in general, since it screwed over Johnny Depp so badly?
Oh, it's just a bit crap, innit?
Yeah, like, are you aware what's happened with the Court of Appeals?
I'm not aware of what happened with the Court of Appeals, but the Court of Appeals did my boy Count Dankula dirty, so I'm sure it wasn't anything good.
Yeah, actually, let me try to pull it up real quick from Tug's video. That umbrella guy, if you guys don't know about him.
Yeah, I know.
Because he was covering that whole situation too. I was like, my God, it's like how. Yeah, let me just play Tug's video. It's about like several minutes, so you just play it, and then you'll see where I'm coming from. Just because I put it in, just put it in, the title of the stream. So here we go.
The title of this by now, Jaden has lost the ability to appeal in the UK. That means the UK 2020 decision. Now, this I'm not surprised by in the least. Like I've said in many a live stream and many a video, justice, it isn't blind. It is blinded. It is blinded to the plight of many people out there. It is blinded to evidence oftentimes. I mean, essentially, when we talk about the craziness to believe all hashtags, yeah, we see things that are even worse that play out like that. Now, what's even crazier, though, is the fact that the stuff that we saw presented Thursday, that's essentially being ignored, like it doesn't matter. And if you think about what was presented there, basically the argument was charity. Charity for 4 years. We had been hearing about how somebody had taken $7 million, how they had given away 3.5 of it to children. They'd given 3.5 of it again to another organization to help out people. They were claiming to be just like, and it turns out that it wasn't true. It wasn't true at all. Not only did you have that coming out with the media portion, but in the UK, they actually put it into deposition. So their own words they turned in, they said that they had done it. And apparently that doesn't matter. It doesn't speak to character. We had 3 solid examples that were ignored throughout all of this. Number one, we had Homeland Security. This person went in, they wrote a fraudulent letter to Homeland Security talking about somebody that worked with him. But that doesn't matter at all. We had the Australia items come up. You actually had letters presented behind the scenes that essentially they threw somebody under the bus, but they were asking them if they would give false testimony. We had emails come up. Basically, we had evidence to that. That didn't matter. Now we have the charity thing come up. We have that in no uncertain terms.
By the way, were you aware of the charity thing?
I didn't Amber Heard get blown the fuck out by a charity that she claimed to have donated to, and they said no, we never received a fucking penny from you. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's a good question, but somehow that doesn't come into question when it comes to the mainstream media. I cannot trust them at all anymore. It's just.
Amber Heard is just, she's on record as fucking abusing an ex-girlfriend. She's a pathological liar. Everything she said has just turned to just dirt. There's not really anything in her claims that stands up. And a bunch of evidence against her has just been ignored because, there was literally the video clip that Johnny Depp recorded where it was like, oh yeah, I didn't punch you, I hit you. Oh, you're such a baby. Oh, they'll never believe you. You're a man. There's audio evidence of Amber Heard saying that to Johnny Depp. It was just ignored.
And it's fucking ignored. Because, Johnny Depp's evil into the eyes of the media. He should be the bad guy.
That's insane.
By the way, Kenny, I will say Tug does not have control over his voice, but... because I saw Kenny's comment, so...
Put into the trial. That is something that biases
I
the
do
trial.
agree with some of
that
Tug's
doesn't matter at all
but...
either. Exactly what do you have to do? I keep wondering that. See, if you look back to last Thursday, what we heard about was this, and I thought this was absolutely crazy when it was spelled out for us. Essentially, you have that nameless person. They go in, they put this information into the UK. So this information, it is put into play by that person. I think that is a strong statement too. You didn't have it brought in by JD and his team. You had them bring it in, and right away, you had JD and his team. They want to find out the end all
Is
because
Ted
they wanna
Cruz's
find
like
out if
second
it's true. I
YouTube
mean, that's not a
channel?
terrible thing, is it? After all, that person had
No.
been out there for
I wouldn't
Sounds
consider
4
exactly
Ted
freaking
Cruz.
years, advertising in no uncertain terms that they had given that money away. That person's
Am I the only
response to
one?
it, though, you could tell that there was something
He literally
wrong.
just sounds like
I've
my
been talking
science
about
teacher
that
in
for
freaking high
months
school,
before
dude.
we
What up?
found out about it because they
In
tried to
general.
block it at every turn. See, they tried to quash the appeals that went out. The appeals they went out to the CHLA. And remember, we're talking about children that end up with that money. So if it would have been a positive thing, that's something that you would want to broadcast far and wide, right? I went out, I helped children. And she said she volunteered too. I think people should follow up on that too. But you
All right, let me
also
skip
have
just a few,
unless
if
it
there's
means
anything
that she
else.
opens her wallet when she said that she would. That's a distinction there.
If not, I
So
might
anyway,
just,
you have these subpoenas go out. Those subpoenas, immediately you have action taken against them. They tried to quash them.
Probably
meaning
should have
they try
played
to
Flash's
shut
video.
them down. You have appeal hearings about that. So you have to sit there and you have to wait and you have to wait and you have to wait. Finally, a decision, it comes in. That decision, though, it is immediately appealed. So again, you go back to the waiting game. Gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait. You finally get that. And then there are other moves. They want them immediately marked confidential, meaning that you can't talk about anything that's in that. So you have yet another
It's very
fight that comes
sus.
up about this. All of this, again,
Right.
is a delay tactic. Now, while all of that is going on, remember, the beer bug is in full effect. And the way that the beer bug impacts this, it's not just impacting the case. You have delays on the case, so you can see that. But the ACLU, its offices aren't open at all. So you can't request information from people that aren't even there. Now, as far as the CHLA is concerned, they are severely understaffed. So even when they get served, they don't have anybody to answer these questions. So you can see why that would be a problem. But what we heard from the defense, and apparently this is something they're going to go with too, we heard, well, you should have subpoenaed that information faster. And the way that you did
That's a bullshit response. I will say that. That's a bullshit response.
You should have subpoenaed it faster. What the fuck?
During this pandemic, if anything going faster, highly doubt.
But
Man,
even then, I'm just like,
they really hit him with a you're too slow. Thank you, Sonic. Very cool. Oh my
Yeah.
god, what is that?
how accurate does that sound for the UK courts?
Yeah, that definitely sounds about right. I mean, god, I don't want to say that our court system is corrupt, but there's very obviously like agendas
You know what?
going
I
on
will
in
say for
courts.
you, it's fucking corrupt. When
Yeah.
the evidence is there, but the judges are like, no, I don't. I still got to side with her because she's a woman.
It's insane that there's like all this evidence out there of like literally audio evidence of Amber Heard admitting to hitting Johnny Depp.
And yeah,
calling
she's
him a
still fine.
baby and like, yeah, no, you're just a baby. I hit you. I didn't punch you. You're such a baby. They'll never believe you. And like, what other person would that not be fucking dead to rights? Like, genuinely, at what point would that come into question with anyone else?
Yeah, and and the sad part is her career hasn't really taken that much of a toll at all either.
I
compared to
mean, they
John.
recast her in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but
Did they really? I couldn't really tell
They did,
because I watched
yeah.
it. Because I watched it, I couldn't really tell the difference.
yeah, they properly recast her, which is nice.
But do you know who the recaster was? Because remember, I said I watched Snyder's Justice League. So I couldn't tell. Who it was.
I just know it's longer.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
did
what
any of you
we know.
actually watch it?
Yeah, dude.
I watched it. I wasn't impressed.
I mean, I still think it was better than what we got from Whedon's. But
Well, yeah, it was better than what we got from Whedon, but that's not
Oh.
saying much.
All
and
thing
it was
I'm
still
saying-
it was visually better too.
yeah, the
Oh,
only thing
yeah.
I'm saying is like it's visually better, and also it has more context.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they
didn't.
gave
that's what I was
my
thinking
boy-
too.
They gave my boy Cyborg like a proper origin story and an actual
Yeah.
character arc, so that's pretty cool.
Kenny saw it too. He said it was still Amber. The only difference is that she had her hair was lighter orange, and that they tried to make her sound more
Yeah.
British like, which is weird.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird.
She had an accent in Justice League, like a really bad English one, and then they just dropped
Yeah.
it for Aquaman because it was so terrible.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out one thing. I'm surprised no one's really pointing this out in the Whedon's version of Justice League. So and compared to to Snyder's version, when they were going out, when Diana came in to talk to Bruce about Steppenwolf in his base, and they transitioned into the field walking over. I'm surprised not many people pointed out. I'm surprised not many people point out how come she changed from flats from heels to flats out of nowhere. I'm surprised no one else has pretty much noticed that out of nowhere.
Well, she's just got that power, man. I mean, have you seen Wonder Woman 84? She just gets powers and loses them whenever the plot suits it. It's fine.
This is before 84 though. I'm just saying. I was like, it feels weird. But at least in Snyder's version, that didn't happen because they still were talking in the base. I mean, that part made no sense.
I gotta say, 84 is a glorious shit show. It's a glorious shit show. I love how they just completely ruined everything to do with the DCU.
Kenny. Don't hate me for that. I was like,
sorry, Kenny.
Kenny, you saw it, didn't you?
She changed her shoes, bro. Don't worry, you're good.
Yeah, that's all that happens. Like she kept the heels on during the Snyder version. That's all. That's I'm just surprised. Not even the nitpickers went over this. I'm just like. I mean, didn't know. Oh yeah, I probably should have said spoilers. Sorry, but even then, it's just a small spoiler. It's only a different scene. That's all.
I mean, it's not even really a spoiler to say that it completely fucks up the continuity because in Batman vs Superman, don't they say that she's been gone since the end of fucking, she's been gone since the end of World War One. It hasn't been seen since. It's like there's a movie in 1984 that doesn't make sense. What do you mean?
And to be fair, if we're talking about 84, Snyder's Justice League, I just did it. Snyder's Justice League. Seagull spoiled 84.
Mm-hmm. Well, 84's not good, and you're not missing much. I promise you.
No, I'm just talking about for those who haven't watched it because I watched 84. I watched 84 since I got HBO Max, but I'm just like,
I watched it Into the Dark Realm of the Void, but yeah.
I'm just saying. So I'm just wondering because I feel like a lot of people would probably see it by now.
Yeah, my viewing of Wonder Woman 84 was through EFAT movies, or they had a fun time with that one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But unless if y'all talking about Snyder's Justice League, Kenny and Patrick, then sorry, but it's just only even then. Like I said, it's just a change of scene we were talking about, and that's about all.
Yeah, it just has more context. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, sorry. But even then, it's not a huge spoiler. Just waiting for Black Widow? Yeah, me too. Everyone is.
Yeah.
I have a horrible
and they really
feeling about
messed
Black
up
Widow.
my boy Taskmaster, man.
Do you know that I have this horrible feeling. I hope they don't do it, but I'm not going to say the
Can
theory
they
that
just
I have
cut
in
him
my
out
head.
and just give Taskmaster his own movie because he's so cool?
Yeah, but here's the thing: we don't have any villain. But the MCU hasn't done their own villain movies yet, so we don't know for sure.
But he's cool.
Okay, good to know.
But he's literally like, if I remember correctly, I think he has like the same like superhero like genetic like switch or whatever that Captain America got.
Well, it's basically he can copy any person's moves that he fights.
Doesn't he have like muscle, like some sort of like muscle memory?
I'm not sure what it is exactly.
Photographic
He
muscle
can copy
memory.
a person's move, but the thing is,
This
supposedly
man has like the most anime plot armor, bro.
Basically, but the thing is, in Marvel Comics, he's actually supposedly one of the best fighters in Marvel Comics.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Yeah, but reading that Amazing Spider-Man, Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man run, they were doing Taskmaster a little dirty. If you know what I'm talking about, it was like if any of you read the comics, it was like the prelude to Hunted. It was like, Peter's too busy trying to dig up Ant-Man out of rubble. Taskmaster's trying to go there to keep fighting him, and then Spider-Man just goes like, "Fuck off," and just embarrasses the shit out of him, which I thought was funny. And he made Taskmaster look like an idiot, and I'm just like, damn. It was funny, but damn, they really did Taskmaster dirty.
Who do you guys think would win in a fight, Taskmaster or the Punisher?
That's hard because here's the thing. Because that's the
Ooh.
thing. Punisher,
fucking good.
all Punisher has to do is just go guns blazing, and Taskmaster's gotta just figure out a way to go guns blazing too.
Isn't like the Punisher also technically wasn't he possessed by like an angel, if I remember correctly?
I'm not sure. I don't read the Punisher comics, but
It's like
yeah.
I read a
Constantine.
couple of them, and I remember seeing like him. I think he died, and then an angel pretty much was like, "You're not done yet," and pretty much like controlled him in a way to like kill things. I guess. I would have to look that up again. I forget
Am I
which angel.
misremembering that, or is that like Constantine or something like that?
I don't know.
I just think it was actually a good movie.
Yeah, but I will say though, can we all agree though? Justice for Johnny Depp, Amber Heard sucks, and the UK court system sucks.
Yes,
100%.
absolutely.
And this
I have
is
a
coming
question
from
for you,
Seagull
Vic.
too, who lives there. I'm just like, man,
Yeah.
why does your court system suck more than ours?
It
Yo.
just does. It's just
Yeah.
built different.
Yeah. And I just want to hear this from you too. What do you think? Which one do you think is worse, Parliament or Congress?
Oh,
Oh.
God almighty. Oh, don't even make me choose.
Man, it's that bad. That's funny.
Oh,
It's really bad.
It really is that bad. Honestly, I would say Congress are very much dickless and don't really do things that they probably should. But I would honestly say Parliament's worse because they do things, but they are always the incorrect things. They always harm the people.
Yeah, that's funny. What did they fuck up? Was Brexit?
Oh, Brexit's been and done now. We're officially out of the EU.
Yeah,
and
but do
to
you
be
think that was?
fair,
Oh, go ahead.
oh yeah, I do think it was a good idea because I'm looking at the EU now and I'm thinking, wow, we dodged a bullet.
Really? How so?
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
I'm not calling.
Whoa,
Whoa, now
That's
what
not
is
me.
that? That's not me either.
whose is
Oh,
that?
I think that's your mic, Vic. I think it's
Oh
like
yeah, sorry. I was kind of sipping some water.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sorry.
the whole reason that I think we are better off out the EU is I think we are like the #1 country in the world if we go by vaccines right now.
Oh,
And the EU tried to blockade our vaccines
oh, that's a
and
dick move.
basically
Wow.
like steal some of them from us. And of course, the head of the EU, Ursula von der Leyen, she says, "Oh no, we're sending all these vaccines to the UK, and we're getting nothing back in return." It's like, why is that?
Oh,
It's
fuck
because
off.
AstraZeneca is under contract to vaccinate all of our people.
Wow.
Like, that's why the EU hasn't got any vaccines yet. You think a
Yeah.
German would like abiding by the rules, but I guess when when it
Wow.
doesn't suit her.
Yeah, and not to mention y'all don't have to deal with Article 13 either, if you know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
God, tell me about it. We dodged a massive bullet with that
Dude,
one.
it was so bad. I remember like when that happened, like my junior year of college, I actually did an informative speech about copyright and actually mentioned Article 13 and why it was so bad.
Yeah, Article 13 is an absolute, just a genuine attack on free speech and just a smear on democracy. And,
Well, and fair
the
use,
fact
in my
that we've
opinion.
dodged that now, doesn't that make us like the most based country in like the European area? Because
Yeah,
we
I
don't have
figured
our
it
free
would.
speech curtailed. Ask me about my license, I dare you.
That's funny. I was like, man, it makes me question, like, why do the people in the EU think this was a good idea?
Well, they don't think.
Yeah.
And it even leaves a much better question. It's like, who's even worse now? It's the EU. Who's worse
Yeah.
between the three? Probably the EU.
Patrick,
I
I
would
can
say
easily,
the-
I can easily tell you why, but you're just gonna get mad if I tell you.
No, wait, who? Me or Siegel?
Not Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. Has a tough time loading stuff. I don't know. I got lucky with my PS5, and I had a
The
lucky
only
time.
thing I'm gonna say, if your internet's doo-doo, it's not gonna help. Also, because Sony's been being weird lately with the PS5, it's gonna affect it too as well.
Yeah, bro, I am so lucky I switched to Verizon Files.
I'm not even gonna use my money to get a PS4. I'm gonna wait until everything's situated and when there's an external hard drive available for it.
Yeah,
I'm personally waiting to get myself a Series X because I'm stupid and poverty ridden, but I'm not paying scalper price for it. No way.
Yeah, no. I learned that lesson when I got my Switch. So.
Oh, when the IRS money came in, bro, I saw the money this PS5 was cost. It cost the exact $1,700.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh.
Well, I don't know why. I'm surprised how lucky I got with my PS5 compared to other people. I'm just like, really? Damn.
I'm just gonna wait for more games, bro.
Yeah.
Demon Souls ain't cutting it.
Yeah, but it runs my games smoothly on my PS5. Like GTA 5, it's like, man, this feels so much better than it does on the PS4.
Man, I hope they actually improve upon GTA 5. Like, I hope that new version that they're coming out with, I hope that runs at 60 because oh my god, it runs so badly. It's so unoptimized.
Right. I'm just like, once this happens, can we just get GTA 6 already? I'm just like, it's been like,
just get GTA 6 because for me, I don't like how GTA 5 when you play with friends and the system when you try to give money out, like Red Dead, they had a really good system for that. Like, don't at me.
But I will say though, the reason I like playing GTA 5 because it just, I mean, I still like playing it from time to time, but it still holds a place in my heart just because of the times in our PS3 and the story.
I don't know. I don't have friends, bro. I got bullied by 20 dudes with tanks. And...
Oh yeah, the grief. We saw from the toxic community on GTA Online, but
PC got it worse though. So
yeah.
Oh god,
we console players got lucky.
Yeah, it's surprising how much PC players are worse.
I know.
I mean, honestly, I'm on console. I would much rather deal with sub 15 frames a second than the absolute fucking state of GTA Online on PC. Oh my god! I don't know if they fixed the modder problem yet, but it was bad.
No. The hackers still bypass that shit.
Yeah.
My friend bought an account for GTA 5 that was I think he paid over $100 for it, but he got max amount of money that you can get, and max level and all of that. I guess in his head it was worth it, but in my head I'm just going to wait till they flood the markets with both Xbox and PlayStation. I'm most likely going to get an Xbox because I have the Elite Series 2 controller. So.
Oh, you too.
I've always been a PlayStation fan, so that's why I've always stick to PlayStation. Also because they're exclusive, so.
I have big hands, so I can't really play with DualShocks. DualShocks hurt my hands.
It hurts my thumbs.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's so weird because I've been so used to DualShock controllers for years. It's I had no problem ever playing with the PlayStation controller. That's crazy.
I'm gonna say this. I'm the OG multi-platformer, bro. I don't know what's the argument between DualShock and Xbox controllers. I was they're fine. Xbox improved from their brick ass fucking controllers to it feels good now. And PlayStation's been the same since forever. So
and I don't get the arguments of they've got exactly the same controller for the Series X as they did the Xbox One. The Xbox One controller is so comfy. It's so comfy.
It is.
I used both controllers before. It's they're comfortable as fuck. I don't get PlayStation
controllers comfy too.
And now the regular Xbox controllers, they come with grips now.
So
and the weight is just so comfortable to have in your hands. I feel like I could literally just whip a PlayStation controller against the wall, but if I had to kill someone with a controller, it would be an Xbox one.
You wings.
Nah. I don't know the argument, bro. They both feel good. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, personally, when I played the PS5 controller, I was like, "Wow, this feels so comfortable. This is crazy."
I can palm a basketball, and playing with a PlayStation controller, it's I can actually interlock my fingers, from underneath the controller and play like that. And I don't understand. Is it made for? I feel like it's made for more of no offense to, the Asian market or anything.
I was going to say Japanese gamers.
You mean? My Asian ass?
No, it's like
let's
they have
face it, no
smaller
matter what.
hands.
Bro, I
That's-
can use
it's
multiple
true.
controllers, bro.
But here's
Yo,
the funny thing: no matter what, you're gonna offend someone, even though that race
I'm not.
won't be
I'm not.
offended.
I'm not offended, dude. I grew up like maining a Nintendo 64 controller. Okay, after that, I can use
I feel
anything.
that.
I'm master to use any controller.
Right? That's
What about
crazy
the
to think
Wii?
about.
The Wii.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Wii's. Eh.
The
But I
Wii is
used to-
strange.
it was all right, you know what I mean. But you know, all my games like were GameCube controller. Like I could just use my GameCube controller, so I was like, yeah, fuck this Wii mode.
Right?
Pigeon acting like every single angry triggered person on Twitter right now.
Like shit.
What do you
Bruh.
mean?
Yeah, he's
I
like,
have
I'm
small
offended on
hands,
behalf
I'm
of
not
Asians.
Shut up, Patrick. You're just going on about like acting like Inspect Implement was like the most major thing in the world.
Right. Oh man. Oh man. Anyways, actually, since we covered the two topics that we mainly talked about now, do y'all want to go through all 50 states being ranked from worst to best?
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So
Sure.
here's the thing. I've watched this video like several times in the past. Well, it's like came out last year, but I know this guy. But he's actually ranked all 50 states from worst to best from his experiences and how it is. However, I'm not too surprised for some of the results though. But you'd be surprised for some. But I was be surprised.
Is Alabama
And-
at least top 20?
Yeah,
Aw.
no, I ain't spoiling it. But Siegel,
Alright.
feel free to chime in, even though you don't live in the states. But I'm pretty sure
Well,
they've already told
I
you a lot
know
about the
New
states.
York, California, bad. All right, that's mine. I know
And
there's East
Michigan.
Coast and
Don't
West
forget
Coast,
Michigan.
and then just corn in between it, and that's all it
Yeah.
is. It's like Australia.
You'll be surprised, but here we go. Here it is.
All 50 states from worst to best. For the rankings, I used 3 inputs. My personal ranking system, which takes into account 7
This is like the
factors,
latest one I
including
could
crime,
find, too,
schools,
so-
cost of living, and jobs.
Oh, what
I
happened? What happened
Googled
to
other
Siegel?
state rankings published by
I don't know.
reputable sources and factored in their opinions. And I used my own personal firsthand experience. I've been to all but 6 states. Then I fed all the data
yeah, are
into a
you good,
big
Siegel?
giant computer.
Oh, whoopsie!
I had these
Sorry, the
nerds crunch all the
Streamlabs
information
crashed.
to me. They were
Alright.
expensive. I found them on Upwork. We're going to run through these fast because if I didn't, we'd be here all day and nobody
Yeah.
wants that. I can only
So
hear
here it is.
myself talk for so long, so I get it. Plus, these guys cost like $150 an hour each. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Here it
We
is.
begin our worst to best state rankings in, sorry, New Mexico. That's just how it's got to be.
Damn.
Last
Rip.
best. Property crimes here are the highest in the country, and people are the 5th poorest. Not that there's anything wrong with poor people, but this state is just
you
so
forget
I was
about
going to say, you
Detroit?
want to say something? You want to
Huh?
fucking say something about poor people?
Yo, I'm offended. I'm poor too.
I feel that.
Aren't we all?
I mean, y'all got anything else to say about this part?
Nah,
Breaking
I've never
Bad.
been to New Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Detroit's not. Never mind. I don't know what Lucy is.
I
Detroit
would have said
next?
Oregon or something where they actually legalize like meth and black tar heroin, but you know.
Don't worry, we'll get to things eventually. Hold on.
Oregon. My car was burned down after I left it there for a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, this was like pre riots. So.
Yeah.
Is
pretty
it was
right.
what about Detroit? Detroit had the highest
you mean
like,
Michigan.
homicide rate in like the
You mean
country.
Bro, listen, those $1 houses ain't gonna sell themselves. All right.
You can't have shit in Detroit.
Kind of shit in Detroit.
Bro, not even androids, bro. They revolted.
Anyways, let us continue.
pretty here, though. West Virginia's pretty too, but man, times are tough. They rank last in economy and infrastructure, and there's nothing to do here.
It do
At
be
all.
like that.
Yeah, no, it's I'm not surprised. And here's Arkansas, though. Let's before we get there, let me tell you right now too.
No.
It's surprising.
Not my homies, please. Sorry.
The surprising thing about it, not only that, West Virginia also has like the least sunniest days out of the region, and it's just like I'm not surprised. After being to West Virginia a few times, that is totally accurate. Oh yeah, and the surprising thing is I have a buddy who lives in West Virginia, right? He told me it's like one time when he passed by an AT&T, he saw a Glock up for auction.
In an AT&T.
Yeah, an AT&T. It's crazy. Yeah, West Virginia. Anyways,
What
moving
network
on.
was the bullets on?
Yeah. All right, let's get into Arkansas.
Arkansas is also poor, and there aren't a ton of jobs here, except at
sense.
Walmart, I guess, which is just part of the life here. Home prices are the third lowest in the country, and there's a reason why. However, apparently Arkansasians are the 10th happiest people in the country.
Makes sense.
Stay that way, Arkansas.
I find that very funny.
I find that. My friend's happy right now. He's getting married in like 2 days.
Oh, good for him.
Oh yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
Still, it's kind of funny to think about.
Okay, I think we're going to be in the South a lot.
I'm not surprised by
at the
this.
beginning of this video.
Fucking
Rust
Mississippi is the
Belt.
poorest state, and 1 in 3 residents here don't even know how to spell Mississippi. It's unbearable here in the summer. And who eats catfish? Not me. Right next door is Mississippi's slightly more successful younger brother. Jobs are increasing in Alabama, though, so that's good. More people go to church here than in any other state, so maybe they can pray to move up the list. Actually, they probably don't even care. Oh no,
Wait,
Oklahoma,
pause
say it
on that.
isn't.
Alabama has like over a shit. They have churches like every corner, like McDonald's, bro.
Really?
I'm not fucking lying. This one town, it's called Tallahassee. That fucking area has like at least 20 churches. I don't know why, but there's like almost 20 churches there.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
Christian
yeah.
state.
Patrick even mentioned, don't forget the incest. Let's not forget that. They probably have the highest percentage of incest in the country.
Yo, don't worry. My friends were not inbreds.
Yeah, I can believe it. But anyways.
I double checked.
Moving on.
So, you knew the state was coming up sooner or later, right? Hey, Oklahoma ladies, you have no room to complain. You have the most women in prison per capita than any other state.
Hell yeah.
Oklahoma
That's
has
based.
the least number of fruits and veggies, and that is just so irresponsible of you. So the people in the small towns of Louisiana are the most genuine and giving people I think I've ever met.
Mhm.
However, their state ranks in the bottom 10 on 8 of 11 categories from my own personal ranking system. If I had measured gross things to put crawfish in, Louisiana would have ranked even worse.
Damn.
Yo,
Also
they're
ranking poorly is Missouri.
Damn, he really talks shit about Louisiana crawfish. God damn.
Bro, I don't know, dude. Like last time I went there, it was like all right. I went to like Georgia, like Atlanta, instead. Kind of better. Don't know how, but
No,
they're slacking, bro.
Yeah, I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised how many southern states were actually ranked in the bottom. But at the same time, I'm not.
I've been to most.
Yeah, but you can vouch for that. So.
Oh, Missouri, I didn't been there yet. I just heard Missouri is really racist.
Yeah, I can believe it. But every other so far we've seen, you can vouch for though. Yeah.
Misery, and for what reason I can only speculate. High crime, poor health, poor people. One leading news organization said Missouri ranks dead last for quality of life, and that is just mean.
Does this factor in all the crime in St. Louis?
Yes, it does, Mappy, and that's a dumb hat. Now, if you live in Ohio, you either love it or hate it, but you'll say that you love it. Jobs here continue to leave, as do residents. Ohio ranks 10th worst for business opportunities. All of Ohio's largest cities, except Columbus, are terrible for crime, poverty, and drugs. Just terrible. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You may not know it, but South Carolina is the 5th most dangerous state in the country when you measure property and violent crimes.
That's
However, on the bright side,
Really?
South Carolina ranks 9th for percentage growth, meaning people are moving here more than, 41 other states, I guess. Okay, let's take a break. Those are our bottom 10. There shouldn't be any bunch the numbers on the next
Here we
10
go.
states to see what we get. Our next round kicks off in Delaware.
I was really
Poor
surprised about this
Delaware.
one.
What are you gonna
Hey!
do, fight somebody?
Oh, I forgot Delaware exists.
Speaking of fighting, sure, Washington has a great economy and tons of tech jobs, and they care about the environment, and it's pretty. But Seattle is an absolute mess, which is sad because it used to be such a great
He's
city.
right.
If you can fix Seattle,
Chaz.
Washington's in the top 5 for sure.
Mind you, this was pre-riots, so
Yeah.
that's crazy to think about.
People in Kentucky are the 6th poorest and live the 3rd shortest lifespans. Both of these are directly correlated with one another. It's also the 5th least educated state and more people die from smoking than anywhere else. And those are directly correlated with one another.
That fucking makes
Tennessee's
sense.
capital, Nashville, is booming. Its second biggest city, Memphis, is booming too. But those are gunshots. Lots of people here are obese, smoke, and are just generally unhealthy. And should think
Yeah, I
about
hear
how to
Memphis is
improve
not a
their
great
health.
place.
And no, I'm not a
Look,
doctor.
man, the southern states are really bored, bro. Our jobs are shit. What do you expect us to do?
Oh man. Anyways, man, Pennsylvania. Though, I'm really surprised about where he plays Pennsylvania at 36. It's like shit.
Pennsylvania looks nice though.
Yeah, well, let's see his reasoning.
The economy of Pennsylvania has struggled since coal and steel aren't as popular as they once were. Pittsburgh's been a bright spot among the Rust Belt members of the family. Philadelphia has been rocked by poverty, crime, drugs, and corruption since like forever ago. There's always mushrooms, apples, milk, and grapes. Not that they eat a lot of that here. Of course, they eat cheesesteaks. No, those are Pennsylvania's best agricultural outputs. Alaska is the most dangerous state in the country, ranking first for violent crimes and second for property crimes. Alaska also has...
Yeah.
Hold up. There's violence there?
Do they fucking count polar bear attacks as violence? Like, what the fuck? There's nothing in Alaska.
No, well, you'll get to that. You will get to that. Oh yeah, I went to Philly once, never again. Damn, Kenny.
Did they fight over fucking heaters or some shit? Like, hold up.
Man. Kenny, please tell us that story when you get to
Seal mine.
Yeah, hold up. You'll hear this. Hold up.
Has the most gun owners per capita. Alaska also has the most bear attacks per capita.
Yeah, it's so true though.
Yeah, it makes sense they have more guns.
Hey, Patrick's back.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's like they best count bear attacks because Alaska's the only place in the fucking US where you get attacked by bears with fucking active camo, bro. That's some scary shit.
Exactly. Let me tell you a quick story that my friend told me about her uncle, because our uncle lives in Alaska, right? She actually told me that he shot a bear that came to his front door. I don't remember all the details, but basically a bear came to his front door for whatever reason. He went out there and went and shot it and tried to chase it down because there were other.
Alaska is like the Australia of America.
It really is. But the thing is, he did it shirtless with just his pants on. I'm just like,
what a Chad, man.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have an absolute Mad Lads video made on him, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I get, bro. His beard probably is like the most luscious of them all, like a Viking.
Yeah, and it's so and it's crazy too because I'll get into that towards the end of that. But and the funny thing is, her uncle gave her family the skinned bear that he shot. I was
Holy
like, wow.
Shit! What the fuck?
Right?
Yo.
Yeah, she showed me it too. I was like, what the fuck? Your uncle's scary. And the funny thing is too, they're Mormon. So I was like, wow. I would not expect that. Hey,
pause. Mormons are like, they're like the friendliest people like in existence.
I know, right? And
unless you're a bear.
Yeah. And
yo,
the funny thing,
that's the only excuse.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I'm Mormon too, so I was like, that even scared. I was even surprised by that. I was like, wow.
I respect that. Yo, my Mormon brothers out there.
Yeah.
I don't
agree with everything in religion, but most of them try to be chill.
I'm not Mormon. Most of the good friends I have are Mormons, though. I was like,
yeah. I don't agree with everything in Mormons say, but I was like, hey, most of them are actually pretty chill compared to other people out there. So
yeah, it's weird, huh? It's like other than like the weird religion, it's just like they're just really nice.
Yeah. Oh, let me see what Kenny has to say. I went to Philly for my birthday, which coincided was the first Women's March. I went a showdown hill from there.
Oh, that sounds like an adventure, Kenny. Poor guy. He was just going to sightseeing and he saw that shit.
Yeah, but dude, it's like when I heard that, I was like, dang, Alaska. And I was like, when she told me Alaska was awful, I was like, what? Alaska's not awful. I was like, and then I showed her that. I'm just like, yeah. I was like,
what is there in Alaska to be good or bad?
I thought it was just cold as shit there, you know, and sometimes the water gets frozen. You guys have to do, and electricity's kind of whack. But no, oh yeah, bear.
Yeah, bears. I was like, dang. When she told me that story, I was like, wow. Man, I don't. She told me her uncle's very nice, but I was like, dang, your uncle sounds scary when you tell me that story.
Yo,
Jeez.
he's so nice. He protected with the family with the old trusty 1-2 slug.
Right?
Well, but sees an incredibly dangerous
Oh my
apex
goodness.
predator on his front porch, and it's just we can't let God do all the work.
Hey, I don't want to die yet. Anyway, so let us continue.
You think the criminals and bears would stay away, but alas. Okay.
Oh, I knew he was
Georgia's
going to
pretty
say
much-
that. Fuck you.
Hey, look
I
at
hate
Georgia,
that.
bro.
And here's
Hell
Georgia. Here's Georgia.
Look at it.
Let's see what he has
Atlanta
to
and the
say.
rest of the state. Atlanta's a terrible place filled with crime and traffic, unless you're a rich white person in the suburbs. But that's not Atlanta.
What are you?
The rest of the state is camouflage and trucks.
What?
You got
What
anything
are
to say
they
about that?
on?
What?
That's
Look.
completely false, to be honest.
Look,
The
man.
houses are so cheap down there that anybody can
It's-
really live in the
Yeah,
suburbs.
it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap there, to be honest. This man's tripping. There's more jobs in Georgia than Alabama, though, which is sad.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you
Dude's
can also
probably
literally
broke.
get into whatever college you really want if you at least do your like best, really.
Dude's probably broke and stupid.
I mean, he does
I
have
mean,
like
it's the South. What do you
300k
expect?
subs. So
It's the South. What do you expect?
yeah, well, I'm surprised he put Nevada here. Let's see.
That is pretty much Las Vegas and the rest of the state. Las Vegas is a terrible place filled with crime and casinos, unless you're a rich white person in the suburbs. But that's not Vegas. The rest of the state is just sand.
Yeah, just
There's a-
saying.
Yeah, and here's
Bad
Illinois.
Here we go.
Oh,
Cities in
Lord.
Illinois ranks fourth in
Chicago
the country for
moment.
people leaving it, mostly because of Chicago.
let's go
The reason
back.
Illinois ranks fourth in the country for people leaving it, mostly because of Chicago drama. The rest of the state isn't too impressive either, and they're probably bored. Likely. Maybe.
All my girlfriends are in Chi-Town.
You don't know people in Chicago. Shut up, woman. South Dakota is better than Illinois. According to the data,
Oh shit! Damn, I also forgot. I forgot that both Dakotas exist. Jeez.
Yeah.
Shut up, woman.
What the fuck?
Oh man.
He
That's
said this shit in 2020.
You said it.
I don't know, bro.
He's not. He don't worry. He's not paid attention to that much. So I think that's why he's saying it. All right, let's go into South Dakota.
Also
and the
forgot
numbers
that place
scream
exists.
average with a capital A. South Dakota also ranks third in fiscal stability and second in natural environment, which means there's hardly any pollution here at all.
That's crazy.
Ah,
South Dakota. Okay, so that's
well, you know,
kind of
the
bad,
funny-
but to bring up
The funny thing about it is, I don't remember if it was South Dakota or North Dakota, but that's where Static Shock took place, which is crazy to think about.
like I barely heard anything bad from there for such a long time. You know what I mean? I just forget that place exists. I just remember the states with shitty news and everything.
Yeah.
yes,
Right,
our next 10
continue.
states. Man, do these guys have any other hobbies or what? Now, I've never been to Wyoming, so it wouldn't be fair for me to speculate on
It's
exactly
not
what it's like to
real.
live here. All the data seems to agree that Wyoming is the 30th best state. And who's going to argue with that? Alternatively, Indiana's a state I know really well. The data says Indiana's average, and after living there for 5 years, I'd agree. The people here are hard workers. They steal from one another. And Walmart is the only form of entertainment for like 90% of the population, and that is just sad. Rhode Island, the smallest state. It has the least pollution in the
I like
country
the
and the
visual.
fifth best healthcare. What can you say bad about little Rhode Island? Even their flag is cute and non-threatening. Hope.
That could still be a weapon.
Hope.
You
Nearby
want to
Here's
drop
New
that on
York.
someone's head and see
Here's
if it's
New
not a
York.
weapon.
Look
I'm
at New
surprised
York.
he has not said Arizona yet. I thought he already
We'll
did.
get to it eventually. But here's New York. Here's New York at 27th. What do y'all think about this so far?
Makes sense.
I'm surprised that it's like midway in the list. I thought this is going to be way worse.
Hmm.
Yeah, New York should be placed at this point in time.
Yeah.
Is it ranking from worst to best?
Yeah,
Is that
worst to best. Yeah.
Oh, then New York should be all the way like around like in the 40s or something. To be honest.
Damn,
How-
you really think
how-
that badly?
Well, yeah.
California should be like 50.
Do you not know what Cuomo is doing right now?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
touching
Cuomo, yeah.
women, smacking their asses back and forth.
Yeah, if it weren't for
Like-
Cuomo, it'd probably be a better place. But anyways, let's hear what he has to say.
California. needs to
Ask
be
anybody
50.
in New York if they think their state should be the 27th best state. You'll hear two opinions. We should be last or we should be first.
That's funny to figure out because that's so true.
Got
The
him.
former.
Yeah, it's so true though.
New York City's average. Upstate is below average. A very popular destination for people looking to get away from their terribly managed states. Arizona has an average unemployment rate, average poverty levels, and below average schools. But it's pretty here, and there's far worse places for weather, I guess.
Oh, just
Hey, fuck
average.
you.
Like Arizona.
Why am I average?
Yes, you are, bitch.
Fuck you.
Sucks.
There's like, I live here. We should be in the middle. Hey, Kenny.
Arizona rules. I mean,
Yeah.
it should be lower, but I mean, 10 maybe, or not 10, 40 maybe.
Here's Oregon.
Oregon's population is increasing rapidly, and as a result, the
I'll give
cost of
Oregon
living is
that.
also increasing rapidly.
Oh.
And like Arizona, everything about Oregon is just average, except the public schools, which aren't. The state has perhaps the prettiest coastline in the nation, so that's cool. Speaking of average, Kansas is just about as average as you can get. That's why
Fucking
it's right in
Kansas.
the middle. And of course, there are environmentalists in Kansas. Because in case you didn't know, it's illegal to hunt whales here. And I'm not kidding about that. That's actually a state law. California.
Here's
what?
California.
Only
California's
think about
23rd. What
Damn.
the
They
Oh,
fucking dropped,
shit.
fuck,
bro.
bruh?
I think this
They
guy's
fucking-
biased.
This guy's
Hey,
biased.
Bro, you tripping?
Yo,
Wait.
no. If it's biased, it would be like top 5, bro. Not gonna lie.
It's still
This-
he's 23.
I mean, okay, let's see.
This
Let's hear.
is-
Dude's like, I don't want to look too biased now, so let's make it 23.
I mean, let's hear his reasons though. Hold up.
the 23rd best state. Two other websites ranked California 14th and 19th, but my personal
I don't know where that came from, but let's continue.
experience has it much lower. I mean, I could have ranked them last, but that wouldn't be very nice of me, would it?
I want to say that.
It would be very correct of you.
Yeah.
Yo,
Arizona could be 20, could have been 25th. This is bullshit.
Arizona got fucking. Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking Arizona got blown out by Cali. Excuse me.
bro, if California didn't have those really sus freaking new laws, bro, I would be very biased because like,
Yeah.
damn,
But then
That
again,
place
remember, this is like
burns.
almost a year ago, so things probably would have changed.
it doesn't burn. Just blame the freaking brainlets who's like trying to do baby gender reveals. You know, fucking
It's
forest.
true. It's
Right.
true.
I can't
Oh,
tell if
let's
it's a
not forget
boy or a
that.
girl.
It was a girl, I think.
Oh no, women.
I don't know that orange. Smell that orange. I don't think. You think it's a boy? Nah, I think it's Satan.
But next time I see a wildfire in California, the first thought in my head is gonna be, is it a boy or a girl? Fuck you guys.
anyways, let's listen to the rest of this part.
I mean, California does have the best economy, so that
What are
wouldn't
you
have been there at all.
I wonder
I
why.
love
What?
Because all the rich people go there.
Oh, California has like the best economy in the country. Oh, I wonder if it's because they have the entire free speech of the fucking world in a valley. I wonder.
Silicon
yeah.
Valley, yeah.
It's also
The best,
it's
best
easy to
economy
get
in America.
it's easy to get jobs too.
I wonder if he's gonna talk about the homeless.
Oh,
We
well,
didn't talk about San Francisco. I
we
dare
don't
you.
talk. We don't talk about them.
yeah.
They're
They
not
don't
real if we don't
exist.
talk about them. Yeah.
Yeah. anyways, let's continue.
LA.
LA's dumb, and so are you.
Damn.
Bruh.
that is
He's
true. though.
right.
Bro.
Would you
Is
say
that-
that, Maxim?
Is that a guy or a Karen haircut?
No, that's funny as shit. No, that's funny as shit though. It is dumb.
Mhm.
Recently,
North Dakota is better than California? Yes,
Yes.
it is.
I
I've been
bet.
there like 3 times.
Anything's
People
better
there
than
are true blue,
California.
and
Yeah.
there's very little drama up here.
Oh,
I've been there
Exactly.
like 3
I
times.
forget-
People
I forget
there are
North
true
Dakota
blue,
exists.
and there's very little drama up here. As long as the oil keeps flowing, the economy will remain strong and people will keep flocking there. Turn the oil off, and this state has some trouble ahead. Another oil-friendly
Here's
state is
Texas.
Texas.
What do
I
y'all
told
think of
you
this
Texas
so
is
far?
gonna be up. I told you fuckers.
See, I think, yeah, like I said, it was at least in the top 20, I think, from the last time I remembered. So,
You think Texas
Texas is based on what you guys are talking about.
yeah.
Texas is like a Republican state, I think.
Yeah, it's more conservative, basically.
Don't mess with
Yeah.
Texas.
Texas what?
Everybody wants to move to
I
Texas.
said, don't
There's a
mess with Texas.
Yeah,
Oh,
Texas.
Texas mixes.
don't forget the Muhammad drawing contest. That was so. They baited people to shoot, and then they got shot at.
This weekend, he's comment. LA YouTubers prove that the state is dumb. Yeah, it is so true.
Yep.
Damn, Kenny's based.
It's true. Yeah, let's hear what he has to say about Texas.
Ton of jobs here. But Texas has a lot to deal with poverty and education and crime. But it's relatively inexpensive still, and folks are friendly. And they love football, so that's okay with me.
Yeah, that's it's a funny thing I heard. I heard Texas. Well, football is like the second most popular religion in the state. Well, football is like the most popular religion in the state, which I was wow.
Have you seen Texans? They're so stupid.
Texas football. I mean, you watch freaking.
Pigeon, you're making some pretty big claims here, buddy.
Shut the fuck up, Arizonan.
I'm not from Arizona. What the fuck are you guys on? At least I don't live in a communist country, pretty much.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's right. He's right.
Look,
At least
man,
we
Texas,
have free speech.
Well, you watch King of the Hill, bro. Hank Hill made sure should be a true Texan, bro. It's barbecue and just football.
Yeah, but he also likes propane, which is garbage on burgers.
That is cursed though. I like charcoal.
Yeah, but just like, dude, when I saw those high school football stadiums in Texas, I was like, damn, those are big. I'm just like, yeah, it literally is the second biggest religion in Texas, in the state.
Something so huge.
All right, gents. I am actually going to have to drop out now because I'm about to start. I'm about to start vacuuming, and I'm sure your stream doesn't want to hear all that. So,
I mean, can you wait for vacuuming? We're almost done.
I definitely can't.
Okay, he's on the job.
Yeah, I'm on the job right now. I'm at work right now. Yeah.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Oh my god, he's at work?
Yeah.
Yup.
Where do you work at? A strip club?
I fucking wish. If it gets mentioned.
Isn't it late for you? Oh wait, no, it's like morning. Never mind.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m.
He works night shift.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense now. Well, have fun vacuuming.
Right.
Yeah, I will
thanks,
do.
Thanks for being on, Siegel. You shared some great input for the UK parts.
Yeah, no worries, man. Don't be afraid to talk to me. I'm just an average Brit bong. There's literally nothing to be afraid of.
You're
I'm not an empire anymore.
Yeah.
Not that guy. Not that guy. He ruined the phrase. He ruined the phrase. All right.
Pretty good ruined the phrase, dude.
Have a good rest of the stream, boys.
All right. See you later. See you later, man.
See you later, boys.
Yeah. All right. It was nice having him on. Anyways, let's continue with the list.
Okay, so those were our not so good, not so. Let's move on and pick things up at number 20.
All right, here's number 20.
Why are these guys all wearing the same? Hey, Montana. It's pretty, quiet, and kind of boring. You only really need one sentence to sum up this fine state, and I just gave it 2. A very wealthy state, Connecticut is definitely the haves and the have-nots. There's a large, educated, wealthy population, and then you have cities like Hartford, Waterbury, New Haven, and Bridgeport, where communities are straight up struggling. A lot of people are leaving Connecticut, and you can understand why when you read very long articles about how Connecticut's economy is in shambles.
Know the shit parts.
This will be controversial. Minnesota people are really smart, and the economy here is growing.
This was, besides from Minneapolis.
It's actually super affordable. 60% of the population lives in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area, which have both seen their fair share of drama lately. It's an outdoors paradise here. Not that a lot of Americans actually get outside and see nature anymore. Now, Maryland ranked in the top 10 on every single publication I cited, but I've been to Baltimore and I've seen Maryland's backwoods, and neither of those justified a top 10 ranking.
Yeah, Baltimore is what gives us a bad rep. That's the unfortunate part. I've been to the city of Baltimore myself, and I was like, oh god. Well, the nice parts and the bad parts, and bad parts scared the shit out of me when I went through them.
I just realized he didn't mention Florida yet, so I'm very curious what's Florida's placement.
You'll find out soon.
Florida's the best state.
Nah, that's not it. I won't say that much, but
Yo, I don't want Gators be like on my lawn, bro.
yeah, but I will say though, if I went for Baltimore in Maryland, if they actually fixed up Baltimore, Maryland would be a better state. Excuse me, just saying. But now the Congress in that area can't bother for fixing Baltimore for the life of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I never actually drove through really fancy communities,
Right
but
here.
come on, look at this place.
This is Baltimore itself right here.
Iowa, everything about Iowa is good, not great. The unemployment rate here is lower than most other states. Iowa City and Des Moines are places people are moving to start their families. Plus, Iowa didn't do anything wrong to anyone, like ever. Hawaii has a lot going for it. It's a really healthy state with a good economy and pretty good crime numbers.
Yeah, except
Of course,
for the
it's really
fucking
pretty.
volcanoes.
But apparently, after asking around, I discovered the traffic here is bad.
Yo, they're like
and
Japan, bro. They
you're
live with
forced
it.
to listen.
I said they're
fucking
like Japan.
Pompeii
They
over
live
there.
Yeah. Wow. All right, let's continue.
To Adele
We're
and
almost done.
reggae on the radio all day, and it costs like $10 for a gallon of milk.
What?
Outside of some
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, apparently, Hawaii's expensive.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see that.
Terrible places to live. As a whole, Michigan's great. Now, the major news organizations all had Michigan in the 25-ish range, but I've spent a lot of time in Michigan, and, well, I like it a lot. But clearly, there are some things Michigan needs to figure out.
Right.
Is it because of me? No, never.
Direct shots at Whitmer. Direct
And
shots.
Governor Whitner
Yeah.
killing off the homeless population
Idaho, a
in
state
Michigan.
we've talked about a lot on this
It's
channel.
2020.
This is the new flavor of the month for everybody
Don't
west of
worry
the
about it.
Rockies. It's all the rage for a reason. It's affordable. The sun shines a lot, and crime is far lower than most of America. And another fun fact, Idaho has twice as many mobile homes per capita than any other state. Here's a song I wrote about Wisconsin. Not the whole song, but part of it. Cheese and cows and bratwurst, funny accents, blizzards. Cheese and cows and bratwurst,
Pretty
funny
accurate,
accents,
maybe.
blizzards. Beer and brats and pretzels, Packers fans and dumb hats. Beer and brats and pretzels, Packers fans and dumb hats.
How accurate does that sound to you?
I died a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm done having ears.
Yeah, well.
Love them or
Here's
hate
New
them,
Jersey.
New Jerseyites live in a pretty cool spot.
I don't buy this part.
The
This
very
guy's
boring
voice
reasons
is
the
more
computers rank New
irritating
Jersey
than
so
number
high.
13
The
Burger
poverty
King
rate
foot
here is the
lettuce.
fifth lowest in the U.S. People live the sixth longest, and a lot of people have solid educations and earn great salaries. It's the most densely populated place in the country, though. There's 1,200 people per square mile here. That's more than Puerto Rico. And by the way, Alaska has 1 person per square mile. Camden sucks, though.
No.
Okay, the suspense is building. Before we... The sunny
Here it
state
is,
ranks in the...
Florida, number 10.
Yo, number 10. That's pretty freaking high.
Yeah, that's great. Crazy
First-
to think about.
First California, now Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's not that bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
Florida's not bad.
we got some rednecks there. A bad mosquito issue, and gators be walking a boot in the lawns, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah, and the hurricanes. Forgot to put the hurricanes.
Oh, yeah, hurricane season. Yeah, that became a thing because climate change happened. Anyways, Seagull's in the chat. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone else's fungus.
The last thing you
just
want
had
in
to
your
say
Burger
it.
King
You just had
burger
to
is
say. You just had to say it.
Yep.
I hate
Anyways.
you.
Here we are. Let's hear
Ever.
his reasoning for number 10.
The top 5 for its economy and its education. It's a big deal for tourism. It's about
True.
middle of the road for crime. Florida's just all over the place. It's first in random categories and then last in others. One study said Florida's last in senior safety, and that is just terrible.
Yeah, and let's not forget about Florida, man.
We don't talk about Florida, man.
Yeah,
He's a national
This is Mike
treasure.
at Mike's Barbecue again. Did I mention that we got gator? We got some good gator. Come down and try our gator, and we will throw in some hush puppies. That's Mike's Barbecue on Route 32 in Tallahassee.
Look,
In case you
look,
didn't know it,
look now.
Omaha's
Gator
becoming.
tastes fucking fantastic.
No, look, I'm just saying he could have presented it better, you know?
Yeah.
Look,
That picture looked dog shit.
it do. Not gonna lie, man. It do. It hurts. Even the hush puppies look uncooked.
Yeah. Anyways, here's Nebraska, which I was really surprised about.
The Silicon Valley of the Midwest. They call it the Silicon Prairie. Tech jobs and innovation are pouring into Nebraska as companies as far away as California are relocating here due to Nebraska's absurdly low cost of living and crime numbers. Don't knock it till you try it, America.
Oh yeah, fun fact. This is where the CW's Stargirls takes place. So
Oh.
I heard that was a good show.
yeah, it is. It's actually one of the better CW shows nowadays.
Is it gonna get woke?
I hope not, unless if you
Me
change the writers.
too.
Because here's the thing. I hope Jeff Johns is still one of the main writers on that show. I'm hoping he is, because otherwise that's going to go a disaster. Anyways, let's continue.
Not too far away, okay, maybe 1,200 miles, is the Commonwealth of Virginia,
Not
which ranks on
surprising.
every top 10 list I could find, including my own. The area around D.C. is one of the wealthiest, most successful places in America.
Which it is.
But Virginia is not just Southern sympathizers anymore. It's growing up right before our eyes as a place for innovation and progressive values.
Some parts, not all parts. I will say that much. Mainly the parts in the metropolitan area, but no, Stargirl didn't get canceled, Kenny. It actually got renewed for a second season, so
Ooh.
yeah. Anyways.
North Carolina.
This one I was surprised
Okay,
about.
this might be a little biased. I mean, this is my home state.
Oh,
While every
Ah.
other website ranked my home state as average, I've spent a lot of time traveling, and this is the prettiest place in the country. Jobs are pouring in, as are people. Sure, there's rednecks everywhere, but come on, they're not hurting anybody.
I could say the same
If you
about
don't agree,
Arizona.
then just end the video right now. You've already watched like 95% of it anyways, including all the ads. So I don't care if you stop now. Massachusetts is number 6. Now, part of
Wow,
that's because
that's
nearly
bad.
half the
That's
population
so
has
bad.
a college degree, and they have good jobs and a good diet. And
Well,
they
it's
always
not like
wear
we
their
literally
seatbelts
have
and drink
like
their
all the biotech industry up here or anything, you know.
They got Boston.
Yeah,
From Boston.
Massachusetts is the leading in all like just regular biotech.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Boston
pretty
is
sure
pretty
you're
much the
thinking of
Wuhan of
Supergirl.
America.
Wow,
Wow.
that's shocking to think
That's
about.
a huge claim.
Anyways, let's continue.
Their milk too. I bet. Okay, so there's 5 states left, and according to this computer, Vermont is the 5th best state to live in. If you live in Vermont, you know this is a gem of a place. Vermont ranks high in all the boring categories that data nerds love. Stuff like health outcomes for seniors and GDP and infrastructure and education and fiscal stability. Utah, you probably weren't waiting for Utah to come up. You probably didn't even remember Utah was left.
Yeah, that's what surprised me about this one. I was like, I'm surprised how highly Utah is ranked in some of these lists. Like, it's always ranked in like at least the top 15 or top 10. It's
What
not
happens in
surprising to me.
Utah?
This guy ranked
Well-
California higher than a lot of other states.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, remember, I want to point out, a lot of people tend to forget, Utah is like, well, Utah is the Mormon capital of the world. It's kind of shocking. However, it does have a lot of issues people do not know about. One of the main ones being there's no separation of power from church and state, which is a huge issue.
Oh, that's a ooh. Oh.
Yeah. Let's not forget, it has the weirdest liquor laws ever, and they consider watching porn a crime. So,
What?
yeah, that's a thing.
Oh.
I
Well,
can't
I'm
watch
not that.
pigeon butts no more.
You're not in Utah anyway.
Not in Utah, but
Still, I'm surprised how highly it's ranked among other
This guy's
states.
probably never been there. He just hears about it. Like, oh wow.
No, I mean, like, if you look to other places, like, it's at least in the top 15 or top 10. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah. I like, if maybe some other stream will look at another person doing their states ranked. So that'd be funny to watch.
Let's fuck.
Maine, you probably weren't waiting for Maine to come up. You probably didn't even remember Maine was left. Okay, so we have 2 states left.
South
If you're paying
Dakota.
attention, you know which states those are. If you're not paying attention, I understand. This has been a marathon, and you probably want to tune me out at this point. So which states are second best to live in? New Hampshire is. That means
That's
Colorado
disgusting.
is the
That's
best state in the
horrible. That's a horrible take right there. That
Why
is
you
so
say that?
bad. For one, during when this video was created, it was still going through an opioid epidemic. Fun fact,
shit.
it's still going through an opioid epidemic. 2, it literally is pretty much a dying state, and tons of towns are dying out, and everyone's just moving to the major cities, and that's pretty much about it.
Seriously?
Yeah. And
So-
you also have to pay a extreme amount of view tax that is like it's more than any sort of sales tax that you would ever get on any sort of item.
Siegel says it's a war crime.
That is a war crime.
Wow.
Ugh.
Anyway, damn. Let's hear these reasonings though.
The USA. Good for you, Colorado.
Colorado.
He just
Colorado
skips
people are
it.
like,
What?
He just skips it. He doesn't even explain why it's number 2. He's just like Colorado.
I want an explanation of Colorado.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Colorado's
you'll
not
hear
that
it.
good, to be honest.
Well,
South
you
Park.
hear it. Hold on. We'll get to it. Don't worry.
like, oh, hell no. We don't need any more good publicity. Colorado consistently ranks as the healthiest state. The poverty rate's low. The sun's out all the time. It's almost the prettiest state, right after North Carolina. It's still sort of affordable, and the state has great health care. There's a reason everyone's moving here. Hopefully, the rest of us don't ruin it, but it might be too late. And regarding New Hampshire, while the kids in New Hampshire are probably bored, the numbers don't lie. There's less people in poverty here or without jobs than anywhere else in the country.
That's such a lie. That's such a lie.
No. Can we add the pandemic statistics to New Hampshire?
No, New Hampshire doesn't even need that. Dude, it's so fucking poor. If you don't live in let's say Salem or Manchester, you are pretty much screwed, and you have to drive almost an hour just to get to your job.
It's so sad. It's so sad when the incest state is doing better.
Wow.
How can you even say that? What data are you trying to use here? I don't see any statistics.
Do you know people from New Hampshire or something?
Half my family lives in New Hampshire.
Oh wow. So then you do know a lot.
Yeah, literally, the little town that my dad grew up in, literally is dying out. There's almost no one that goes to school there. I think their graduating class last year was about 20.
Damn.
20.
Yep. Most
Damn.
people and I think a few dropped out.
I don't think I think the term "few" is an understatement on that one, but
No, they literally only have anywhere between. It's a dying town pretty much. It's going to be a ghost town probably by 2050.
Yeah.
Plus, there's also a lot of meth.
A lot of meth.
A lot of meth.
Yes.
You
You have a lot more drug crimes in New Hampshire than a lot of people really think.
Wow. I don't think it went that far, but okay. Anyways.
Are mostly healthy, except those who are not. New Hampshire is also ranked as the safest state by more than one website that gets.
Do you believe that part?
No.
Yeah.
the big doubts.
Literally almost every single day that I used to visit up there, I would just watch the news and there'd be oh, missing person. Oh, another missing person. Oh, this whole family overdosed.
Damn.
It's not safe.
Damn.
If they wanted to make it safe, then they're gonna have to get a new governor, new senator, and all that shit, because that state it's going under.
Yeah, and a new representative, that matters too.
I wonder what next statement he's gonna say about New Hampshire. That's undeniably pretty much false.
It's a lot of traffic.
Oh, that's it.
So-
That's it.
Oh, did he just say? Oh, it has a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
There's
He didn't put
barely
Calif-
any.
He didn't
Wow.
want to. He didn't went through California then.
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
understand how that wasn't like a major thing about California.
California, New York has like the highest traffic, bro.
Yeah,
I think Florida too a little bit, but that's if you live like near like southern like Florida, where Miami is. But other than that, yeah, fucking traffic.
You right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm heading off to bed. I'm too
Oh, man.
tired.
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts for you before you go, Pigeon Patrick?
Well, it's like 9 o'clock, so I can barely think about anything. So, yeah, California isn't 23. Listen, I'm okay if you rank Arizona like higher on the list, but California is not 23. I refuse.
I don't know. It should be. I mean, at least it's there. Knowing the
Um,
laws right now that I just heard from a Condor.
This
I'm
guy
like,
said like New Hampshire's traffic, and it's like, I heard you don't even move in California when it comes to traffic.
you don't. You freaking don't. Imagine going to the airport there. Yeah, let me take a couple hours early. Yeah, by the way, you're gonna be late to that flight, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, that's my final thoughts. Peace out.
Yeah. See you, Pigeon. Final thoughts. Kiss my ass, Callie. Yeah, Kenny. Oh man. Oof. I mean,
man, that guy's tier list of the U.S. states suck. Literally sucks.
I mean, some of the comments he said were kind of were wrong and were right. I mean, some people would say it's like, yeah, this is the best.
I don't know why he
I mean,
rated Massachusetts other than like the economy up here.
The
is
only
pretty
excuse
good.
I can give him is he visited, not lived.
And maybe he didn't do like as much research as he should.
Yeah, he should try and spend like a full on like year up in New Hampshire in like a really really like small town. Then he'll understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe it's one thing we should actually do next time. Let's actually look at this like from here to there, like the 10 worst states to live in America for 2021.
Oh my god,
Detroit.
Oh.
Detroit,
I wouldn't be.
bro.
Remember, Detroit's the city, not the state.
Oh, I thought you said city. My bad.
Yeah, states. It's like cities are a different story.
No, 10 worst cities to stay in. Let's see.
Not many.
Mm-mm.
Michigan.
Yeah,
I feel
my friend over there, and my friend in Arkansas, both of them want me to live in their state. And I was like, you know what, it's better than where I live.
Dude, if you
Yeah, that's what I'm
move your
saying, like-
grandmother or grandfather up in Michigan, like there's like a 50-50 shot that they get put in a nursing home where like they most likely will get COVID because they still put COVID patients with fucking elderly people.
No. My grandparents are smart. They're not gonna. My friend would never put them in elderly home. That's like against our customs.
Well, obviously they have to live with you. If I remember correctly, that's pretty normal.
No, I don't. I live with my parents.
You don't have your grandparents live with you?
No, my grandparents live in my old home, and it's a
Really?
countryside. Yeah, it's like 3,000 acres. Yeah, the countryside.
I'm kind of surprised. Usually, it's customary for like the grandparents to live with like their kids.
Oh no. My grandpa, he has his own business there, so that's the reason why.
Oh.
Also, my stepdad has his own business that's like towards near this city. Also, I wanted to move because the Wi-Fi was complete garbage there. So I was like, yeah, satellite Wi-Fi ain't cool, bro.
No, it's not. That's why I'm glad
AT&T. I was like, why of all things?
Yeah.
AT&T.
Yeah, Xfinity's kind of worse too. That's why I'm glad I have Verizon Fios now.
I'm using Spectrum, but Spectrum used to be like a part of, like, it was only a separate thing. I forgot what company it merged.
Yeah, I
into
hear Spectrum's not that great because I remember Aura saying it's not great.
It depends on the state.
Yeah.
To be honest, like where I live, good, but it has like a periodic, like once a month or once every few months. It would just have one day in a weekend. It's just like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Oh man, man! But I was not surprised with Maryland. We're always considered like in the middle or like at least in the higher up. So it just depends
Yeah.
on where we are. I live in the nicer parts of Maryland, surprisingly for me. So
Yeah, I mean, I
what
live
holds
in
us back is like some of the bad parts, like I said, Baltimore.
Alabama, and I'm like, yep, yeah. I see when I see Georgia slightly above, I was like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Alabama was always ranked in like the bottom 10. So
It's boring here, dude. The job
Yeah.
sucks here and everything. I was like, fuck. I would take any open hands. Like, hey, you want to live here with me? I'm like, yo, I'll fucking do it. Damn it.
makes you wish Forrest Gump was real.
Yeah. I mean, knowing Forrest, bro, he probably live in like a nice countryside, minding his own business.
Remember, he technically owns, if I remember correctly, he owns
Bubblegum
like
shrimp.
enough Apple stock. In today's money, he would pretty much be like, I
A
think, a
billionaire.
multi-billionaire.
Yeah,
Yeah, he probably
it's
owns.
crazy. Man, if all of us could live like Forrest, that'd be nice.
It would be.
Yeah.
I probably can live my life like a box of chocolates. At least it'd be bittersweet.
Right. Anyways, y'all got any final thoughts before we end the stream for like anything else?
Fuck Amber Heard.
Yeah, that too.
Amber
Man, it's
Heard,
funny thing.
crazy
It's funny
woman.
thing. Before the whole crazy things I found out about her, I ended up finding out about her from Aquaman. I was like, man, she is. And then I was like, man, I totally would want to bang her. And then the Johnny Depp stuff came out. I was like, dang, if I did, you'd probably break my thing in half.
She made my eyes bleed the first time I saw her.
Well,
When I saw her,
here's the thing. I will admit she's attractive, but then the ugliness in her personality comes up. It's like, ew.
When I saw her, I literally in my mind I was like, I think she's into BDSM. Like, in all seriousness, I got that
Probably.
vibe.
I mean,
If I remember
it's like-
correctly,
it's-
Amber Heard's girlfriend, her old girlfriend, like reported that like she physically abused her. If I remember correctly,
Jesus.
Don't remember, but I can.
but nobody wants to talk about it.
I don't like.
And if I remember correctly, the judge that was kind of like freaking biased for Amber Heard, like just didn't listen.
Yeah.
Totally got bribed by something.
Yeah. So, but for me, I'm just like, yeah. I hope David recovers. Justice for Johnny Depp. Fuck the UK court system, and Amber Heard deserves, to be punished.
Facts.
And we need to watch another States thing again.
Oh God.
Oh God. No, like after the state thing, can we just rate food for every state? Like I would rather at least
There
that's
might be something
positive,
for that.
though.
I'm not sure.
I don't
Positive,
even know
though.
what what would Massachusetts have for food?
That is a good question.
I know we're gonna find out
Yeah.
eventually
But I
on the
will
next
say, though,
episode.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's a but like I said a moment ago, I did have googly eyes for Amber Heard after Aquaman, but after the Johnny Depp stuff, it's like, oh damn. Yeah, like I said, she'd probably break my penis in half from doing.
I think
so.
Jason Momoa actually told the news like about her,
Oh,
like how
don't tell
she acted.
she better not torture Jason.
I'm not
Momoa.
sure.
He's literally
I'm not
like a
sure.
Greek god for freak's sakes.
Yeah, and the funny thing, and he's married too, so.
Oh, I'm complimenting the man. I wish he was my dad. Not gonna lie.
I didn't like
Yeah.
how friendly she was in that interview that I saw, like where she was like really touchy.
Yeah,
Double standards, man. Double standards.
it is.
Yeah.
I feel like that would make any guy really fucking awkward. Like any married guy, I feel like just like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I mean, but unless that's the celebrity life they live in, their spouses are okay with that, then fine. But I'm not sure.
And this is why Keanu does the air hug thing.
Yeah, you can't blame him.
Yeah, he's literally the walking Jesus in America right now.
The world needs Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, please save America.
Keanu,
need
please
Keanu.
have John Wick 4 come out,
Yeah,
please.
And also Keanu, please stop Amber Heard. Oh, that'd be funny. Imagine if Amber Heard's one of the main villains in John Wick 4. That'd be funny as shit.
Oh my God, I will be clapping so hard, dude.
Gets her with
Oh.
5 pencils, just throws them at her.
5 pencils. And he sharpens them too with a knife. He just can't. Oh,
Well, he
oh, yeah,
doesn't even
before
need to. They're already sharp. They
yes.
after Keanu holds them, it just metamorphically just changes.
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, Vic, what's your opinion on Godzilla versus King Kong? That because that's coming
Well,
soon.
That looks
I'm
cringe.
Screw you, Condor. Screw you.
I feel like
And,
any sort of giant monster movie just needs to be left in the 90s.
fanboys, get him! Anyways, I'm hyped for it. I mean, I'm a huge Godzilla fan anyway, and I'm glad that's one of the few things
I'm gonna
that
say it is.
HBO Max for. So
I'm gonna say it is. It's gonna be like Batman versus Superman. They're going to be
no,
friends.
no. Well, I
Uh,
mean, no,
they're
because they totally hinted at Mega Godzilla, so it's dead as
Or
he's
why don't
confirmed
they
for the
just
movie.
build a giant
I
Gundam?
don't know. I don't think it's a Mecha Godzilla. I think it's Mecha King Ghidorah because they got the
No,
core-
actually, no. They actually the toy figures actually confirmed it's Mecha Godzilla. So
Wow, they snitched. Oh, that's a spoiler.
yeah, I know. So that's a thing, but I'm not too surprised. So no, because people were even talking about it from the hints from the first trailer, where in the beginning there was a head that popped up that looked similar to Godzilla but in mechanic form, and it was assuming it's a Mecha Godzilla. I was like, oh, okay, I can believe that.
Oh, I thought they could
So
do the Mecha.
there's a
King
possibility
Ghidorah
that the
first.
fear. So the theory possibility is that a Mecha Godzilla is possibly framing Godzilla at first, and then that's who Kong's fighting at first, and then the real Godzilla shows up and fights him around the second time, and then out of nowhere, Mecha Godzilla shows up towards the end, and now they end up fighting him. So
Interesting.
That is
so that might
interesting.
be a thing, but hey, I still think it'd be a better plot than Batman v Superman.
Yeah. Okay. With that theory, I mean, yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
watch.
I still think it works out, but there are more theories at hand too. So because, hold up,
Bless you.
excuse me. All right, because supposedly there could be more monsters at hand because
Oh, of course. There's so many down to the list. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We got
because
massive.
years ago, like back in 2019, after Kingdom of Monsters, when they were going over to I forget the name of the organization that covers that covers monsters, but that the one from the Monsterverse. Supposedly there was a website about it. It covered it. There's supposedly like a high level threat monster called a giant serpent that might make an appearance, but that could be false.
Oh, they're bringing back. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. It was like it's supposed to look like Seiryu, like in in the Japanese lore with the giant, snake dragon.
Oh, really?
I don't know if they're gonna bring him back. That'd be cool.
When
I
will
mean,
the Pacific Rim and
Pacific-
Godzilla crossover happen?
Yeah.
Is it wouldn't he technically be a kaiju? I feel like he would.
he is a kaiju.
would.
He
I
is
mean,
a
he is a
kaiju.
kaiju, but he'd easily wreck guys in Pacific Rim, though.
What?
He would.
No, have you seen how it should have ended? Stuff was Godzilla. They actually played on that, and it was the Pacific Rim robot punches him, and Godzilla's like, "Was
Well,
that it?"
remember the Pacific Rim robots? They literally have like some sort of like arc
If it
reactor shit.
no,
That's
if
like
it's
Well,
10
if
times
it's
stronger
Then
than a
again,
nuclear
I haven't
no,
watched
if it's a
Pacific
nuke,
Rim, so I wouldn't
if
know.
if it's a nuke, right? If it's a nuke, Godzilla will eat that shit. The
Yeah,
only way
yeah.
to kill Godzilla if you keep feeding him shit until he explodes.
Or
And that
you just beat him with raw power like in other monsters.
yeah, or that.
But you can't. You just get like I don't know, like 50 mechas and just.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
can if it's 50. Not gonna lie.
But when that does come out, I do plan on doing I do plan on recording my reaction to it. Of course, I'm not going to show any footage because I don't want to get struck with any copyright
Oh,
bullshit.
let me join
It's
in.
gonna be a watch along.
If you're
Oh,
watching
boy.
along, let me join in, please.
You really want to watch along?
Fuck
I mean,
yeah,
if we
that's
had,
Godzilla for.
I know. I just wish we had a simpler way because I know HBO Max doesn't have a watch party system, so I don't know how we're gonna be able to do it.
Discord
Discord?
streaming.
Oh, we could do Discord.
Yeah, I trust your internet.
Or we could
it's-
all watch it at the same time and just click go.
Yeah.
There is a site called Cosme. If Discord's not working, Cosme still works. If you're watching HBO like through like a window tab, it would stream that.
All right.
Yeah, Cosmos is actually good.
I'll look into it when I get the chance. But
Yeah.
anyways, I'm gonna end off the stream here actually, since we've been going for a while.
Oh yeah.
And we pretty much ended our topic, so might as well. So for those who were watching the stream with us, thanks for watching. And for those who are watching afterwards, when I keep the stream up, thank you for watching as well. Catch me. You'll see more of the Council of Birds later on in the future streams, and you can catch them wherever they are. Connor, you said you finally had a channel too now, right?
I will. I'll make sure I get you that link to the channel and everything like that. We
Because
should be recording, hopefully, our first podcast this Saturday, and I'm gonna try and figure out when I will be able to figure out like all the editing and everything. But I'm aiming for the first episode to be up next week.
All right. So you can tune in for that, and we'll be sure to shout him out in some way, and find him on somewhere on Discord or wherever else he is.
I'll make sure to be able to get you that link.
Yeah. So yeah, tune in for more from the Council of Birds because they're a council and they got some great input. So yeah. So like I said for the third time around, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm out.